Now it's time for us to destroy the Germans again.
Yes.
You know, you think after the first 2 times they send their navy out and it gets clobbered into a smoking hole, they would just stop. Because that's fairly German. I mean, if you look at Jutland, you have Jutland, and then after that, their navy stays docked up because they're like, we can't do that again. Our guys just showed up, so they have low fuel.
Oh no.
Well, they did their global operations.
Well,
I mean,
maybe.
don't
Maybe
worry.
you'd want to.
I'm going to keep them at range and slowly pull away. I'm
Yeah.
not, as soon as I make visual, I'm going to turn away. That's what I'm going to do. Because I looked at the, yep, there we go. All right, so let's see which way he's turning. He's transiting. He's transiting to the northwest, so we're going to cut him off and make him walk into our guns. Oh, they have low fuel as well.
Oh, good.
This is the Navy for you. Just imagine Jutland, but at 5 knots. We're running at a handsome 13.
That's not too bad.
1 knot slower than the maximum of what I believe is the HMS Warrior. So we're doing 1860 ship speeds. We're flying by 1860 standards. At least our gunnery should be really accurate. Well, yeah, these are old ships.
Yeah. You'd think that with the beating we gave them last time, they would have built, new and improved ship.
That takes time. A cruiser, at fastest, probably takes a year to make.
Yes.
And so, as soon as a war starts, I tell myself, I've got like 3 windows. The first window is them replacing destroyers, which takes 6 months to a year, depending on the size of it and the age. Because if it's torpedo boats, it can be a lot less. If it's cruisers, it's a year to potentially 18 months. And then if it's a battleship, it can be multiple years. So I prioritize because I know if I damage a battleship and it has to go in dry dock for 5-6 months, that's a battleship they're not making. All right.
Have you seen that naval game that's gonna come in? It's called Sea Power. It's a Cold War.
I have, yeah. Well, I'm gonna spill the beans on this, just for the fan base because I know people are curious about it. So you may have noticed that a bunch of YouTubers will get like early access to a game,
Indeed.
right? And
Yep.
they'll get it for like, God, they will get dev builds of the game that are like years before everyone else gets them. So here's how that works. I occasionally get these emails. Even lowly me occasionally gets these emails, and they say, hey, we want you to play this game. And if you make a video that shows this game and how cool it is, here's your talking points, by the way. They give you a list of things to talk about.
Let me be devil's advocate for a moment. All right.
Okay, of course.
If you had one of these, here on the French YouTube, they call it special operations. Yeah, I know it's a bit grandiloquent, isn't it? But yeah, if they didn't give you talking points, just talk about the game or whether you like, for example, would you be willing to do it?
This is where my caveats make them ignore me. All right.
Right.
Here's where they get mad.
Right.
I say I would be interested without money because I don't want a financial bond influencing my decision. I wouldn't mind playing a new game. However, I reserve the right to say whatever I want. As soon as I say that magical phrase, I reserve the right to say whatever I want. Like, wow, this game was made in Unity and was not... Well, no, if I say this game was made in Unity and they don't know how to optimize it. Or if I said this game, needs a significant amount of work before it's ready because I see the bones of it, but it's broken. And if... I can easily say that of many, many games, and it's not me trying to shit on people because I'm not that kind of channel. But my main approach to it is like, if you're going to give me a product, if you make me breakfast and you ask me how it is, I'll tell you. And if I go, you burn the toast, and they get offended, well then don't burn the fucking toast or don't ask my opinion, right?
No, you're just having a stroke.
Yeah. Oh God. So they're slowly crawling at me, but they have no
Yeah.
fuel.
I think part of their fleet escaped.
Yeah, the light cruisers over here dropped
Uh,
smoke and left. They
yeah.
withdrew. The thing I remind people of, the game keeps trying to end the battle, and I'm like, no, I'm having fun shooting fish in a barrel. The thing that I remind people of is once upon a time, if you wanted to have a review of a game to tell if a game was good or bad or whatever, you would go by a gaming magazine. You know,
Yeah.
like PC Gamer used to be fantastic back in the day. Because, like, back in the day, PC Gamer, I think, like, once a decade, they'd give a game above a 95%. Like, once a decade. It was, yeah.
To be fair, it was a time when gaming companies weren't as big as they are now.
No, I
So they
agree.
didn't have the power to influence the magazines.
Well, I understand that. I'm going to touch on those points. I'm going to touch on those points because I've had this thought. So, after a time when gaming became mainstream, when nerd shit became mainstream, you start to see PC Gamer go from 90% really, really objective reviews of games, like incredibly objective reviews of games that say, here's the good, here's the bad, here's what they could do better next time, here's the rating. And then over time, that magazine became more advertisements than game reviews. The game reviews got smaller and shorter and less critical. And then the advertisements were all around the border of the article and then on the opposite page of the article. And so it was interesting. And so people stopped really supporting and buying these things. They instead started to go, well, you know what? I don't really trust that. So then there was the rise of gaming websites for reviews, right?
And for a time, things were good.
Things were good. And then that same
Short time, admittedly, but
Oh, yes, because it accelerates as time goes on.
Yeah.
And so once that happened, it was good for a time because all the people who were dissatisfied with the way things had been done.
Careful to pay the boats.
I know. The thing where people were dissatisfied with print moved over to the digital age. It was a brave new world of digital print, and everybody was, suddenly okay with the idea of, hey, this is the future, and this is going to be free of all the things that made old print bad.
Yeah, right.
And then it did the same thing. You would go see a article, and the article on the game would say 7 out of 10. Everything got like a 70% at least. And then in that article,
to the point 60% is considered to be the zero.
I'll just end battle finally. So I would not get torpedoed. These guys, I would kill them. Yeah, see, hear those explosions in the distance? That's them dying right now. 16 versus 1300. I think that's a victory. But so, anyways, over time, the same thing happens, but at an accelerated rate with print. So people start going, you can't spell ignorant without IGN. And, they start to look at all these companies that, basically advertise product. And they feel taken advantage of. And so then it gets to the next point. They realize people don't trust printed media anymore. People don't trust the internet reviewer anymore. So what do now? Let's go to streamers and YouTubers. Because, hey, it's not a company doing it. It's a guy's opinion, and people like this person. So well, and the thing that I point out about this is the price to buy people off has gone down. If you wanted to buy someone in print media and get a favorable opinion, you had to shell out big money. If you want to do that on a website, you had to pay their rate. But when it goes to like a lowly YouTuber whose previous experience is working at, like Best Buy, right? Yeah. What do they do? Oh, well, hey, I'll give you $200 in early access to a game and call it an exclusive. And boom, you get your review.
Probably want to put those BBs in the pod to refuel them or something.
Hold on. The Triop is about to be out at Brest.
Triops,
Yeah, and once that's done, I will move those in and I will pull my boys back. However, I am going to go to Germany and I'm going to be like, you want a peace treaty? Because I want your African possessions. On land, though? Oh, they're getting pushed back. Hell yeah.
There you go. That's because the Soviet Union's helping us, I think.
Not really. They've lost 280,000 men. They have 10,000 dudes left. So they threw a bunch of guys at the Germans briefly.
There you go. They did what they did best. Oh, they're pushing us in Africa as well.
Yeah, they are. Don't worry. Oh, hey, look. Our guys are moving out of Rwanda, and they're marching into.
Is that Rwanda? That
Yeah,
little
that's
bit?
Rwanda. They're moving. Yeah. All right. But no, the point I'm making is that when people approach me and they're like, "Hey, would you like this game early?" and all you have to do is talk about it, and then everything's fine. I'm like, no, because
Hey, kid, you want to buy something illegal?
yeah, I just look at it like, okay, well, you're offering to pay me and suggesting I should say nice things. They won't back down. Oh, the Soviet Union is no longer an ally. Wow.
Well, they did their job.
They lost 1 million men.
They
And
lost 500,000 people to defend France. That's all we asked for them.
oh man, they're really giving it to us off Africa. Another battle. Ooh, these are bigger
The BBs.
battleships.
These on the Danton and Patrie? Did they refuel?
I don't think so. However, that being said, these are larger battleships they've got. 12.5-inch guns.
Defects.
Yes, they do. And one of ours has defects. The other one really doesn't. So yeah, our shipbuilding industry is better. These are 2 battleships that are new. These are a lot bigger than the last ones. We can kill them. Let's sink these Kraut battleships. Then let's decide what we want to try to take from them in territorial concessions. I want most of Africa. We have to defend our coffee and our rubber.
I'm still amazed by the. I think it was in the 19th century. The average lifespan of a, white in sub-Saharan Africa was about 6 months. Because of all the the lack of medical care and whatnot. They were not accustomed to that.
Well, no, I mean, if you look at the Panama Canal.
Yeah, so it's really the same deal there.
Oh yeah, I mean, you end up with it. It's just like, hey, there's disease here. How much? It's like RimWorld. It's just like a mosquito bit your one guy. 50 people die. Oh, we're shooting right through this guy.
Is that the battleship?
Correct. We're going right through him.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck. Yeah, it's still a Timberhome design.
Yeah, it is. It's just a bigger one.
Yeah.
He's like, he's trying to leave.
Look at those oversized turrets. The big bulb.
They went for the biggest turrets they could.
You don't do that.
That cruiser is getting a little closer than I like.
Yeah. I think their big guns, when they hit, should hurt us.
If they hit, yes.
Yeah.
I've noticed they've been throwing largely HE at me because I think they lack the shell technology. But yes, we kicked the Kaiser out of office like Germany had a revolution, and so now this is the German democratic state in 1900. What a beautiful fight.
Yeah, the seal may torpedo us. We'll see.
It may try. Oh, yep. There goes torpedoes. He now has a fire on his deck. I mean, he has just given us a furious fusillade here. Oh, yeah. That's bad. To the bottom with you. Oh, there goes that guy. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, you. I mean, the new battleships, once they come on station, are going to be hilarious, because, I mean, we designed them just to go head-on with the enemy. Yeah, he's about to die. And we're just going to do a sharp left, cut the battleship off, get him in that nice L. If I was that German battleship, I'd be like, uh-oh.
All alone now.
Just get on a megaphone and ask them very politely in French to strike their colors.
S'il vous plaît, baissez votre drapeau.
Just ask them very politely.
Please.
Just hold all the guns for like a minute. Be like, we'll give you a minute to throw your flag in the water. All right, we lost 82 men. They lost 3,000. I don't think the German Navy exists anymore.
Oh yeah, they do. They do. They had like 100 ships.
Well, I mean, in terms of projection power. Because I think
Well,
the only stuff that I haven't sank that's big is in the Far East. All right, let's see. Okay, Germany. I asked you nicely. I ask you nicely every turn. Because, yeah, he has 4 battleships, 11 cruisers left, 18 light cruisers,
well,
and
you kill
16.
half the navy.
Yeah, I'll kill the other half if they force me
Oh,
to.
there you go, 3 ups.
Yeah, not yet. Commissioning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
they're
there's
having
one
to
more.
they're having to load it up with baguettes and stuff. All right, we're gonna form our
I think on
battleships.
the Charles de Gaulle there's an actual bakery. And I'm not making that up.
The alarm goes off, and they're like, "General quarters, man your battle stations." And the bakery guys just put their helmet on and protect the bread. They won't surrender.
Oh well.
Okay, this is the torpedo boat squadron. I'm just gonna auto-resolve that. Yep, sank a cruiser. Torpedo boat squadron A, the ones I sent over here. Okay, here we go. I can't believe this, but they really feel the need to keep fighting me. I think it must have been exciting to be in a gun crew. I'm not saying good, I just meant exciting to be in a gun crew in this
Oh, but
era.
cheaper. Oh, 4 BBs.
Yeah, I joined the formation together
Hmm.
because it pleases me to do so. I mean, Danton has some damage, Normandy has some damage, Tourville has some damage, Patrie is fine.
Yeah. But maybe they view that as a favorable alternative to scrapping the ships.
Oh, so you mean that their navy is like doing backroom deals with us?
Yeah.
And they're just like, we need a new navy, but they
Yeah, our
won't buy
ship
us.
are old. The government won't give us the funding. They say our old ships are good enough.
Yeah,
Please,
can can,
help us.
can you destroy these old ships? We're gonna man them with conscripts.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Or
guy.
even convicts,
Oh, so they empty the prisons onto the boats.
Yeah.
If you come back, you get a pardon. Well, here goes their torpedo boat. And gone. We lost 3 dudes. We need to have state funerals for each of them. We have asked them very politely multiple times to surrender. They have 4 battleships still on paper.
Yeah, make sure it's in writing so that, it's on the record.
What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep my battleships off their coast, and I'm just gonna blockade them. I'm also gonna retire our torpedo boats because they don't have the speed or range to do anything.
Yeah.
We pushed them back in the Ivory Coast.
Ah,
We're attacking. Yeah, we're attacking in France. We're attacking Upper Volta. I mean, they're trying to get into our African possessions, but they're fighting like mad. We might be able to take Tanganyika. I can never say that word.
Tanganyika.
Yeah,
Tanganyika.
yeah. I can. I never. I can never say.
What's
Oh,
Japan
hey.
is doing there?
I don't know. Oh my God! Look.
Yeah, they got pushed back.
Yeah, they have. They lost
They got
600,000 dudes.
Yeah, double our losses.
You shall not pass. All right. So yeah, we're basically gonna get in position to blockade the Germans, which is always their weakness. I wonder what we can steal from them, territory-wise. And I wonder if these torpedo boats are worth money. So let's take these guys. Nothing like mothballing your ships in a foreign port. They're like, all right, you're repaired. Are you going to leave now? And we're like, no. The crew just leaves.
Yeah, we send a passenger liner for the crew and leave the boats there.
Yeah, they're like, are you going to leave now? Me? Yes. The boat? No. You just put a for sale sign on it and walk away. Yep, they will not surrender. Oh, man. Oh, no. One of their profound politicians was assassinated, and their government accuses that we were behind this.
What's a profound politician?
I don't know. What do they want?
What's our unrest? 0?
Yeah.
Eh.
Let's just
So
pay him off.
prestige.
We'll just pay him off for now. Because
I mean, Prestige is 837, so I think we're good on that point.
Oh, hey, look. The Korean Empire wants to buy the austerity. Mexico wants to buy the austerity. These things sell. Excellent. I'm just going to take all of these boats, and I'm going to mothball them, and we'll sell them off until they stop selling, and then I will scrap them. And then once we got that, I'm just going to put all these battleships off the German coast and be like, all right, Krauts, we're going to interdict your economy. And by mothballing them, we transfer the crews to other ships. All right, let's see. What do they want? Another fight with more cruisers. This is the first outing of the Triomphe. I'm not good at France.
It's okay.
I do not know how to speak your silly language with its 8,000 rules. I took French in high school, and I remember the thing that made me mad was accent grave.
Accent grave, accent aigu, yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? All right. Yeah. All guns in the front.
I was looking. Yes. I remember this design.
Well, it's 13-inch guns up front, which is really good for the era. And then everything else is 8-inch batteries.
Yeah.
Which is... Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, these are okay-looking boats. And
I think what we could do when we get the occasion is that design needs barbette on the rear.
Oh no, I agree. We could make these better once we get barbettes.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we just looks like we're doing echelon left, and yep. All right, we're gonna slow down. Gonna slow down and slow crawl toward him with all the front guns blazing. Oh, it's one of these. Ugh.
What's that?
These are coastal defense ships. They should not be out in the open ocean because of, well, look at its seakeeping.
Oh, it's an early DD design. Okay.
No, the early cruiser.
Oh, okay.
My guys are misclassifying it because they have no idea. They're opening the Jane's Guide, and they're just, like, holding it up to the telescope. Like, ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
Sinking.
Boom.
All right, secondaries. Shoot him. Because the secondaries are all 8-inch guns. Holy crap.
From the front, so that means the shell went all the way through the ship.
Yeah.
From the front, yeah.
And
shit.
And the secondaries are shooting at torpedo boats with 8-inch guns.
Yeah, I think we can call these battleship designs a success.
So far, so good.
Yeah. You actually want the torpedo boats in your rear. That's where all the trillion secondaries are. Look at that.
The problem is these are 8-inch guns. These are like cruiser guns.
Oh, that'll do.
Oh, something else exploded. Good lord. Yeah, the torpedo boats are leaving. As soon as they saw us, they were like, all right, guys, we got a plan. And they just flank speed and leave.
To reach for my blood.
Oh, Navy disappeared. It's like using a sledgehammer on a cracker. Just. All right, where's the rest of their navy? I was expecting a fight. Hello, Germans? Hello? Just get on the radio telegraph and send a message in the open comms. Be like, Germany, where are you?
The world wonders.
I want it.
I wish you could do harassment attacks. I would love if this game mode had harbor attacks.
Yeah.
Where you could do what they did in World War I, which is where you send a battlecruiser up the coast of the enemy fleet. Like, you just send a battlecruiser off the coast of England, and you tell them to maintain speed at like 20 knots and shell everything.
Yeah, that's what the German did at some point, I think.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing is you could do that to bait their navy out. Because if they don't, it causes a lot of unrest. Because, wow, we lost nobody.
Yeah, but I don't think we got hit.
Well, they try.
Well, they got one victory point. That was the participation.
Yeah, it's showing up. It's like signing your name on a test.
Build the Sarkouf.
Ugh, you can't build submarines in detail on this. Not yet. Because
if you built this.
Hmm?
Sorry, Tex.
Well, the submarines in this game are like in the background. They're like minefields. You set them in an operations area, and then they will contest and attack things in that operations area. I wish you could control them manually, but I don't think there's mechanics yet for active sub hunting, which sucks. Oh my god, we are just shitting these ships out. Let's build 2 more. I think France deserves 2 more.
What if you built the Surcouf, but instead of the cruiser guns, what if you built it with the Yamato 18-inch guns?
I think that gun turret would weigh more than the submarine.
Well, just
Yeah, but subs are supposed to be underwater.
we need. They say we need to dive in a hurry. They fire the gun, and the submarine just has a hole in the water.
it just goes.
Yeah. It's recoil diving.
Recoil diving.
Instead of crash diving.
Bring out the recoil
Emergency
diving.
dive. Point the gun straight up and shoot.
All right, let's see. Let's ask if Germany would like a peace treaty now that their navy is smaller.
It makes the Looney Tunes sound and it goes. Whoop. It spins
Yeah.
around really fast.
Oh, God. England is trying to fight a Tibet overland campaign. We've been fighting the Germans for years. They tried to push into France, and then they got pushed back. They've lost almost 1 million men to do it, to a much smaller French army. There is a war going on in Africa between France and Germany and Italy.
How's Uncle Ho's French Foreign Legion doing over there in Indochina?
Well, China tried to invade us, and we sank their navy, so the invasion failed. I'm going to try to make sure the Spanish don't turn on us in the middle of the war. Oh, hey, they gave up invading, and now France is on the offensive.
Haven't you been greasing Spain's palm this whole time?
Little bit, here and there, which means they should have a lot of money and navy, which we can steal from them in a war. Also, the Austro-Hungarian Empire has lost most of its territory. Croatia rebelled, and so they lost their heavy ports. The only heavy port they have left is Odessa in Ukraine, which they took from Russia. So they have no ports on the Adriatic.
What does your diplomatic situation look like?
Complex. I am friends with a bunch of small nations. The big nations don't know what to do about me yet.
Status is complicated.
It's complicated. It's very complicated. They don't have. Yeah, it's. Let's just say it's complicated. That's the best way of putting it. But we're building a lot of these newer battleships, which are not great, but are kind of fun, and we're just continuing to shit them out so we can have a giant mob of them. We won the Dreadnought race. We have Dreadnoughts. We have not encountered other Dreadnoughts yet. That being said, I'm going to peace treaty against the Germans and see if they'll take it, because we have clobbered their navy. If they do not accept a peace treaty, I think it's time to blockade them. All right, so the Germans steadfastly refuse with a shrinking navy. They have 1 battleship left. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to maintain diplomatic relations with the other big nations of Europe. I don't care about the Austro-Hungarian Empire, because look how bizarre this has become.
It's just crossing.
Yeah, it's not an issue. Oh, hell yeah.
It looks like the Austro-Ukrainian Empire at this point.
Pretty much. Yeah, we're taking land from the Germans. However, the Germans are probably going to take some of our territory, but we're also taking the rest of it. Yeah, we're about to take their East Africa possessions. And yeah, I say that what we should do is just blockade the ever-loving shit out of the Germans and be like, Christmas is canceled, and just wait until their economy collapses and then exact horrific war reparations from them, as is the French way.
Yeah, I think
You
they
gotta
have a
pull out
victory officer.
Foch's railcar wagon to sign the armistice in.
Oh, you wish we'd do that. What we're going to do is we're going to make them, we're going to make their leaders sing the French national anthem, and we're going to record it. We're,
Oh, you want me to sing that?
no, we're gonna make the Germans do it. That's how they surrender. Is we're like, no, you need to sing the French national anthem, and we're going to record it, and we're going to sell those albums.
Can you imagine, like, all of the Nazi leaders being forced to sing the French national anthem
At gunpoint? Just be like,
More heart into it.
yeah, just come on. I know you got it in you. We heard you singing the Horst Wessel up here.
Once more with feeling.
You sing Panzerlied so loud. Come on, try again. Let's see. Oh, wow. Hey, a lot of countries think we're cool, except for China. Oh, hell yeah. Fleet action.
Ooh.
Hey, look. The France is done. These are...
That's going to be something.
Oh, this is going to be seal clubbing.
So I've been looking up the Charles de Gaulle aircraft carrier bakery set.
Oh, God, we're in range already.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, it's all right. We just opened up. The weather is shit.
Rough weather there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, they make about, 6,000 pieces of bread per day.
A day? Okay,
Yeah.
How many people are on that fucking aircraft carrier?
I think like 2,000.
So your guys are eating like 3 loaves of bread a day?
Well, that's 3 meals in a day. It's a small bread.
What?
First of all, it's small baguettes, and one for each meal, for each person. That's just normal.
We don't even know what we sank. We're just like, a thing sank. We saw the explosion.
Probably a hostile.
Yeah, I'm gonna slow this down.
Also, I think they have a bakery officer.
A bakery? Can you imagine, like, there's a medal for it,
Okay.
you know?
So, click on your battleship. You see one of these compartments?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the bakery of the Charles de Gaulle.
God damn it.
Another one's the kitchen.
They have a wine rack.
Oh, they probably do, yeah.
They replace a magazine on every French battleship.
No, I
It's
know
not.
there are
No.
battleships.
It's not replace. It was designed like that.
Yeah, it was designed like that.
MRE wine.
No,
But,
they would never put wine in plastic.
No, I'm saying
No.
it's a full bottle in there.
Oh! I see what you mean. Like,
No, the good one you don't put in plastic, that's for sure.
no, I'm saying, he's saying there's a full bottle of wine in the MRE.
Yeah. You cut it open, like full bottle, and it's like
The MRE,
Well-
just you see the outline of the wine in it.
comes out.
Yeah, maybe for Christmas, MRE, there's like a little bottle in there. I don't know.
It's like the only MRE box that comes clinking as it moves out there.
It has a dinner wine and an after dinner wine. Yeah, this is a point blank engagement. Unfortunately, they're finding out that my secondaries are all 8-inch guns. Oh yeah, kill him. Oh god, the weather is absolute ass. Well, we found our mark. There he goes. Hit that torpedo boat with 8-inch guns. Do it now. Yeah, the weather is absolutely heinous. Oh, well, never mind. They shot through him trying to shoot something else. Okay, Torp's inbound. And, Charlemagne took another one.
Yeah, it's not not that big of a hit.
No, it's not. This, I think, is their last big fleet battle.
Another torpedo boat coming from
I know, they're doing a whole line on us. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna turn into that formation. They want a brawl, they're getting one.
Oh, that's a bad hit. On the training ship.
Eh. It'll take it. We got really good compartmentalization. I mean, these yeah, our guys are ramming people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what you were doing there.
He's having a bad day.
Oh, he's low on fuel.
Well, he's low on buoyancy.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they're gonna have much left. However, Charlemagne may sink because he was rammed really bad. Or rather, he rammed the guy who pulled in front of him. They're getting a few torp hits on us. The weather really let them close range.
Yeah, I think battleship you should really use the what's the the conga line.
I don't know, these guns are all front-facing is the issue.
That's fine. You always have 2 guns pointing at the enemy at the very least.
That's fair. That being said, this is their whole navy. I have more battleships. They don't have more navy. I mean, I haven't seen their other battleship yet, but ooh, yeah, that's bad. I mean, after this, we should be able to effectively blockade them. Yeah, we got really good containment of that.
Needs to
Yeah.
disengage. If it can.
No, it doesn't have the speed. That guy is still exploding.
So it's just what? 4 light cruisers?
Fewer now.
Oh, 2 light cruisers?
That guy's leaving. Oh, yeah. Regensburg is burning. That one hit killed 100 guys.
Jesus.
Yeah, the French Navy. I mean, these guys are going to have to go back into port for overhaul. But they did their job. I mean, this was a point-blank fight, much to my disadvantage. Could you imagine if Jutland had happened in, like, horrific weather?
Well,
Sounds like an
probably would
average
have
day.
been less losses, right?
Yeah, you would have had a bunch of... You would have had a series of very minor skirmishes that played out over the course of a day and a half.
I mean, to be fair, the weather around Jutland isn't that great
No,
most of the time.
It's not. I mean, this is a realistic amount of weather for the period. I mean, the sun is up there somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
So
It's like either cold and cloudy or it's like warm and cloudy.
and it's just pissing rain. All right, so we lost 285 guys. Their whole navy's gone, except for 1 light cruiser and a few torpedo boats who decided to just floor it. Yep, we're gonna keep selling our torpedo boats. Hey, we got it! We got it! Yay! And we're probably gonna take Upper Volta from them, and yeah, we're gonna take Cameroon from them. And yeah, they're attacking out of Nigeria, and they're probably gonna take. That's not good. All right, the French army is attacking like crazy. Right. Let's see. What is the state of their navy according to intelligence? They have 32 boats left. What we're gonna do is we're gonna ask if they would like to surrender again because we have more battleships on their way. I'm just gonna keep my ships on station. I'm gonna be like, nope. Oh, they refuse.
Again.
The head of their admiralty got fired again.
Yeah, it's the 3rd one this year.
Those poor bastards. Every year they're like, it's time to do the carousel of leadership. Let's see. Spain, I'm going to try to improve relations because Spain doesn't like me. England thinks I'm all right. The Austro-Hungarians hate me, but fuck them. Looks like we have
When you're
yet
done with
another...
their fleet, can't you just push an invasion?
I could try. Oh, look, there's some heavy cruisers. Now these are the damaged ships, but if the weather is clear, I like my odds.
Well, yeah. Should probably pull out the Charlemagne, though.
I will pull him off station in 6 months when my new battleships come in. I do not want to take my grip off their throat. Yes, these are damaged. Yes, I could potentially lose one, but I want
we
to...
had the exact same group with 2 BBs.
I know. But I want them... whether... Oh! It's like get stick bugged. There's this animation bug, and then it settles out. Well, they're having some problems. I mean, our guys have managed to do a lot of damage control. I mean, all the structural damage they can't fix, but they've refloated everything and patched it.
They fixed the bakery.
Oh. I think I know why the Germans won't surrender. It's because we threatened to make them sing the French national anthem.
They only make 600 croissants per day, though, on the Charles de Gaulle.
Only.
Yeah, I mean, there's not enough for everybody.
So it's like officers get those.
Oh, probably, but then 600, there's, probably the sub-officers, like the NCOs.
No, I'm saying the officers get like 3 a day.
Ah, maybe, I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like if
Oh, they do have personal butlers, so...
what?
Yeah, there's butler's position. Butler officers.
What? God damn it, France. I saw an interview with a guy who had recently graduated French basic training, and he was describing it. Yeah, for the army. And he was describing his experiences, and they contrasted that to someone who graduated the American military basic training.
Yeah.
And, the American military guy was like, yeah, you're sitting there trying to eat, but they yell at you to hurry up and don't eat that or don't do that. And they're punishing you, and they'll punish you before and after food. And, just, oh, you ate all that, so you got more energy. You can pick up that boulder or whatever. And then I saw the one on the French military, and the guy was like, lunch was really good. We got like an hour. We could smoke.
Yeah. Well, yes. And then they wake you up at 2 in the morning and send you to do, 8-hour march or something.
Why are they not? I guess the German Navy doesn't want to play today.
Yeah, I've had that sometimes. It's basically, there you go. Perhaps they're already trying to flee.
Yes, they are. However, my ships possess more vite. Oh, God. I learned French in high school from a guy with a deep Texas, Southern Texas accent. It was
must have been something.
Je m'appelle Robert.
Wasn't he a Kenyan or something?
Parlez-vous français?
He's
somebody from French-speaking Africa. I think you had a...
No.
Like
this guy
Is it
was
the best?
no. This guy was from Southern Texas, and
Right.
he had a deep Texas accent, and it was hilarious because he spoke French. He just didn't pronounce it very well. Texas being what it is, as soon as there's a French exchange, oh wow, well that guy's dead. As soon as there's a French exchange student, they put them in the French class for no reason, and so they're like, you have to take an elective language, and he's like, French. And so he goes in the class, and the teacher very, very basically asks him, how are you doing? The French student responds in beautiful, rapid French. And the teacher just is like, bien. Oh, here they come.
And to be fair, that's fine. It's trained, foreigners.
Fishing
get
trawler
faster.
or battleship. 50.
Ooh! Ooh!
I think that's a new record.
Was
That-
that 30,000 damage?
39,000
That was a 13-inch shell hitting it.
and detonating. Yeah.
Against a torpedo.
Yeah.
That's like giving a steel
we're gonna
gun
get
to someone
torpedoed
to
again.
eat that child.
I would turn hard to start.
Hold on.
Yeah.
We might not be torpedoed again. All stop. He's like, wait, I'm not in
Throw them
range.
off. Yeah, look at them.
Yeah, he's going to have to turn to torpedo me, and we are all stop.
Dude, that battleship stops on a dime.
Yeah, do.
Pretty heavy.
You'd think the battleships behind would begin to pile up and have a big...
All right,
No.
flank speed. Now that he's passed. Actually, I'm going to take it up to half.
Yeah, he had the right of way.
He was almost in torpedo range. All stop. And he's like, uh-oh, and just floors it to leave.
Oh my God.
It's like me playing boat crew.
I watched Depp play Boat Crew, and Depp had the same amount of casualties that the PT boat squadrons had, which is, yes. I'm going to let the torpedo boats run away. We lost 10 people. Time for 10 state holidays. And, oh, hell yeah, look at that. We are... I don't think the German... God, the Spanish really don't want to be our friend today.
Well, we did kind of start it 10 years ago.
They're next. We're, have you heard of long France? What about tall France? The French army is actually making inroads, over 1 million German casualties so far. I have to see how big the German Navy is. 1 battleship, 7 cruisers, 5 light cruisers, 16 torpedo boats. They started off with a 100-ship navy.
God, that's nothing.
They started off with a 100-ship navy, and we have ground it down to nothing. And our battleships are just basically anchored out here waiting. Like, we're just like, shoot anything that leaves Wilhelmshaven or Bremen. Just blow it up. Wilhelmshaven. Not shaven, because
Turn them
American.
into ball bearings.
Well, the idea is if we can just grind these guys down, we can make them no longer a colonial power. Oh, wow, a cruiser. Well, if I can grind enough of their navy down, I can effectively blockade them. And once I've blockaded them, it's all over. I will just sit on that blockade until their economy collapses. If not their government. Oh boy. Hold on. We just...
Well, he's in firing range.
He's doing...
Look at the little guy. He's so cute.
Yeah,
He's
it's
got
a...
hydraulics. Look at that.
Oh, boy.
Oh, it's one of them patrol. Yeah.
Oh, leave him
Hold on. We bracketed that dude perfectly. All right, boys. Yeah, we got to redo formation. Oh! How dare you?
What, did he hit us?
No, he's shooting at us, which is extremely
The
rude.
nerve of some people.
Just him.
That's it.
How dare intensify?
Switch to all HE. Yeah, they
It's
just...
funny that your ships can't see the enemy when you count.
Well, they see the giant smoke cloud coming at them.
Wow.
There he is.
So
We
they're
got to
firing at
fix...
the smoke.
Yeah. He's shooting back at us. How cute. Ooh! One hit.
That's gonna leave a mark.
What is this, one
Ooh.
heavy cruiser against the battle line?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, he done fucked up.
He's like, I have to leave. My people need me.
He's so stubby.
Yep. Coastal defense boats. This guy should not be in the open ocean. This should be guarding a harbor.
What is this, Austro-Hungary?
No, Germany. This is Germany getting clapped by France. Oh, man, we are gaining on them. Look at that wake behind. Oh,
The Germans are stubbornly refusing to surrender.
Where have I heard that before? I like how the barbets on that thing are hanging off the side of the ship, though.
it's not a good design. All right, we're going to do a drive-by.
A drive-by salute, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the secondaries are going to tee off. Yar. I couldn't decide on secondaries, so I settled on 8-inch guns. Let's see. 28 ships. They have 1 battleship left. I'm like, I think that ship is laid up right now.
Do you think it's because our navy is quite small, relatively speaking? I know it's powerful, but it's small. We don't
What?
have we have 9 ships. Maybe
Yeah.
that's counting towards the peace things.
Hold on. What if I just sit right off their harbors now? As the French army continues to fight World War I in 1903. They're just... France wants revenge for the Franco-Prussian War.
Who wouldn't?
Just, you're like, well, it's time.
I'm actually surprised we start in 1890 with Alsace and Lorraine.
Let's see. Uh-oh.
Were they reintegrated by that time?
Hold on.
I don't know.
Yeah. This is them fighting the first group of battleships. Could you imagine going out on the open ocean on a ship like that? All right. Where is their navy? We're going to switch to HE because I want to make this heard. I mean, they have very few cruisers left. The whole German Navy at this point is pretty much blockade runners, I think.
Where are you hunting down this time?
A single cruiser that tried to escape my blockade.
Oh.
And I've got full coal and everything. And, I mean, my ships are damaged having been in a dozen battles, but the Navy is all veterans now. And then once this war is
Missing a few
over...
people, yeah.
Sure. Once this war is over, I'm going to sell these ships on the open market and be like, these are the ships that crippled the German Empire, and then I'll use that money.
Don't sell all the ships.
No. I learned my lesson. What we're going to do is then refit our newer battleships with all the fancy technology and then work on a successor design because we've unlocked better designs. So
yeah,
we'll
let's see what the Dreadnought 2 hull looks like.
bigger, longer
Yeah, but
range.
you didn't like the thing in the center.
Yeah, I'll make it work.
There's a ridge in the center for the French Dreadnought hull.
I'll make it work. All right, where are they?
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Baguette-class Dreadnought.
Oh,
The Dreadnought, that's pretty good.
why?
I'll take it.
There he
the
is.
Dreadnought.
Dreadnought. Look at that. Okay, so look at that smoke, right? Because this is all coal. Now imagine being up there in that crow's nest.
Ugh.
You go up with your white naval uniform and it comes back black.
They have a special black uniform.
Why now? I don't smoke. Why do you ask?
They nicknamed that post Rura Pente.
Imagine the guy being in there. Imagine the guy being up there and he comes down and they're like he takes his hat off and hits it against the wall, and not only does it shake dust off, it leaves a permanent mark on it. Just because it's all soot. He's like, "Poof," and it's just a black circle.
Is that one of them?
Yeah.
It's another one of them.
Very professional. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, it's nice of him to try to come out into the open ocean like this.
Don't break that.
Well,
Oh, both hits.
I wish I could just go shell their harbor. That would be. I would love the ability to do industrial damage with your navy.
Even just a simple coastline would be very nice to have.
I would.
Since what you could-
Coastline, maybe an island to fight around.
Well, I
Yes, yeah,
would
exactly.
love to be able to also have harbor defenses. Like you could invest your money in harbor defenses, so people couldn't raid your harbors. But if you didn't, oh, all right, yeah, they didn't do anything. Oh, France, what is it?
What the fuck? We didn't provoke the Japanese.
No, they're feeling like they want. Oh, yeah, I think they're feeling like they want to do something. I don't know, but I'm gonna say this much: if the Japanese want an invitation to an ass kicking, I will deliver one.
We have the most BBs of any navy.
Well, yeah. Okay, Charlemagne is at Higalon being refit, or sorry, not being refit, being repaired. I don't understand what they're doing here other than getting their ass kicked. I mean, come on, Germany. Send me your boats.
Well, you see, we decided against putting the 20-inch guns on the main battleships as they were too big and heavy. So we put them on harbor defense instead.
That was
Come and fuck around, buddy.
that was actually
what?
quite common. And
Yeah.
you'd build guns. Well, basically what would happen is they would engineer the guns and the battleship at the same time. But if the battleship got canceled and the guns got built, they're like, harbor defense. All right, I'm gonna... Oh, it's the German Reich again. They went to a democratic state and then now they're an empire again. What? Okay. Did the Kaiser go on vacation and they changed the flags?
We found the Kaiser. He was hiding in the bathroom.
Lower the vacation flag and raise the work flag.
All right. Yeah, they sinking their transports, we're just beating the hell out of their navy. All right, we're just going to put better range finders on our ships. We're just going to have better everything. Oh, boy. Okay, in 4 months that'll be ready. In 3 months we'll have 2 more of these, and then this is monstrous. All right, let's get into ship design. Actually, wait. Let's ask...
Oh, new ship?
Not yet. Not yet. I want to wait till the war is over, and my dockyards are mostly complete. Or I need to remove their backlog.
If it ends one day.
Oh, the war
It was
will
supposed
end.
to be over by Christmas.
Oh, look. Yes, I will accept your peace surrender. I will accept. Let's see if... Because their navy has just ceased to exist. And we're selling weapons to Mexico and Korea. our navy is 8 ships right now. And Germany's navy is 29 ships, but not that. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we get. I mean, they've been fighting the Soviet Union for the Baltics, which is hilarious. But, I mean, they have a very strong army, which was always the wild card. But their navy, not so much. Ah, yes. Excellent. All right. Let's see.
Okay. That's
wow.
nice up of Volta.
I don't want the Bismarck Archipelago because there's nothing there.
Chad.
Yeah, let's take that, and then let's take the Marshall Islands.
There we go.
We are at peace. However, we are at peace. France now controls Chad, which looks like the Chad meme. You know, like there's the hair and there's the chin. France, we've taken. I mean, they took some of our territory there, but Nigeria's in open rebellion right now, so they may lose that, which hilarious. All right, we need to move our ships back. These ships are going to go get repaired, and then they're going to be for sale. And these ships are going to go to La Rochelle, and they're going to be repaired and are not for sale. And then as soon as they are all in, let me get rid of that. And we'll just wait a month.
I don't think it does anything at this stage. Oh yeah, 1 month. Yes, it does.
Yeah. All right, and I'm gonna try.
Training back.
Well, we'll see. I mean, right now our crew training is average is trained. I'm gonna put it to 50%, and then once I sell these other battleships, because we have like 20 months of money at this point, so we should be all right. Oh boy, yep. Oh wow, they're warning their head of the navy. Take that, Spain. Spain's having a fight. Our biggest problem with money is that our transports got absolutely murdered during the war, and we need to rebuild those very quickly. Right now, all right, I'm going to get rid of these austerity because we've sold a good chunk of them, but they're taking up dockyard space, so we're going to scrap. All right, there we go. And then 2 months until all these are fixed, and we can sell them. And Triops are going to be, we're going to overhaul those.
We do have some ships at sea.
I know. I'm trying to get them in the harbor.
No, some ships are in being, so.
Oh, I'll fix that. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm going to outlaw training. I'll be like, expenses are too high. You may not go into the ocean. However, I'm not above declaring war on people just to get more war money. Just be like, well, you know. All right. You are mothballed. You are for sale. Yeah. All right. Oh, you guys won't enter the port? Yes, you will. Get in there. And we have 6 battleships being repaired, 4 being built, and we have 4 active. The older ships are just going to be sold off, and I'm sure we'll find buyers. I mean, God, we're going to arm Mexico with dreadnoughts in 1904. That's badass. Just, America says something mean to Mexico, and Mexico goes nuts. You can't order these. No, you have to buy the old ones. I'm going to put all of you guys on limited, just because fuel is expensive. Sea control limited. You're mothballed. You shouldn't be going anywhere. All right, see, that's more sustainable. And as soon as our shipping recovers, we'll be fine. Because then we'll be bringing those resources from our overseas colonies. I think Southeast Asia has been stable for a while, which is hilarious. Our naval prestige is 999.9.
I think that's the maximum.
I remember before they patched this game, I think you could get your naval prestige to several thousand. Well, Cuba is rebelling against the Spanish Empire, which is neat. All right, let's see. Yes. We're going to sell the rest of these off. You guys are going to go home. You're all fired. They're like, I've been in the Navy 20 years. Get out. Yeah, see, monthly balanced. I'm restoring it. It's going to start flowing the other way here soon. And we're going to make lots of money. Germany is trying to figure out what happened. The Kaiser is just like rocking back and forth, holding his knees, crying. He's like, my beautiful Navy. We're like, we'll do it again. At a press conference, a question about the foreign policy of the Austro-Hungarian government. I should say what government? Let's see. Yeah, I'm just
Those
gonna.
sounds like two words put together for no reason.
Oh, our Navy's crew training is inadequate. I'm gonna say, yeah, I disagree. We just wiped the floor with the German Navy. Be like, no, I don't think that's true. Oh yeah, you can have
we're
that.
back on the positive now.
Yes, we are.
7 millions.
We are selling lots of boats. These things are making money. These other boats, yeah, and our economy is recovering from war economy. And in 2 months, we'll have another set of these ready. And then in 5 months, we'll have another set of these ready. So we're going to be doing pretty good. All right. So
Oh, but boiler upgrade's gonna look good there.
I think so. Yeah. I'm gonna give it a month till we get our better boiler upgrade. Yep, we're running positive now. See, you can go above 999. 1002.9.
Oh, there you go. So that was a freak occurrence then.
That was a cool occurrence.
Yeah, trips.
We got trips, boys. Look at them. War erupted between the Austro-Hungarian Empire and the Empire of Japan. Indonesia bought a dreadnought. We're like, we have ruined the balance of power. We're just...
Washington Treaty, what's that?
The French and these French in this version of history would refuse the Washington Naval Treaty. We'd just be like, no. Okay, so the new guns will not fit, and that's fine, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to overhaul this thing.
Yeah, don't we have a new hull type?
We do, but first we need to update the ships we got with all of our new technologies. Funnel with crane.
Crane.
So we can winch baguettes, on board.
Yeah.
Once we destroy the enemy ship, we'll be like, hand over your wine. And they're like, why? And we're like, this wasn't a question.
Yeah, you may need a bit more funnels. That engine efficiency is very low.
Then they hand you a couple boxes of wine, and the French commanders just start to tear up a little bit.
My God, they live like animals.
So the newer guns are a lot bigger in their gun houses. So we're not going to be able to do what we did last time.
So that's a 13-inch guns.
Yeah. Yeah, Oh. Okay, so we're going to have to do two guns forward because the new gun houses are much bigger. That's fine because I have an idea. And then we do 2 guns aft? No, come on.
Can we?
The game is not liking this. You know what? Centerline guns, we'll have 1 gun aft. Some parts are badly placed. Why? Too far from previous... What? Did we break this?
Yeah, it doesn't like it when you rip out turret rings and just move them further along for some reason. Well, what if we just put secondaries in the back?
Yeah, it's because the back only had secondaries on these guys.
Well, that's fine. Fine. Whatever. Whatever!
Put 8-inch guns there.
Yes.
Yeah, these are bigger as well.
Yep, bigger gun houses with range finders, because that's what this little thing hanging off the back is the range finders. All right, so...
Telescopic range finders, right?
Yeah, hold on. And we also, this time we're going to have some casemates. Better armor, better this, better that, better pizza, Papa
Better
John's.
ingredients, better life.
Yeah, better shoes, better pizza, Papa John. All right, so this ship is better. Can't really make it any faster with limitations in technology, but I can make more armor. You know, let's make the superstructure more armored, just so they shoot at the flag and it bounces.
So the new guns are more precise, right?
Much more precise. Yeah, all right. So this will be our refit, and then we'll design a new Dreadnought, one that's, like, better in every way. Fancier Dreadnought. Yeah, right on the money. Right on the money. We got,
Perfect.
Yeah, so we can do 3 at a time, and then 4 months to refit, and then these 3, and then we'll refit the new ships that are coming out, and they should be all right. And then as soon as these ships start coming out of refit, because, God, actually, once the new ships come out, well, they'll go back in for an immediate refit. Yeah, this is going to be complex. That being said, we're making positive money. And we've just basically done the most French thing possible, which is, oh, wow. One of the profound politicians was assassinated. Okay?
Again, I mean, we don't really care. We're not at war.
No, fuck them. Now we're at war.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna see. You know what? The Navy, but you know what? I'm gonna just say I don't want to fight the Chinese for now.
Yeah.
And let's spend money on a very nice international regatta for peace. Okay, so France and Austro-Hungary are fighting, and here's what we got here. They have a port.
Yeah.
They have a port, and I think that we should just go over there and take it.
Well, yeah, just send 2 BBs there and you'll be good.
Yeah, and we got room. Hold on, refit. Yeah, I'm not even gonna send my Navy out right away. I'm just gonna be like, okay, and in 3 months we'll send 3 of the new ships.
I think we can do because we don't want to lose too many transports.
They would have to have actual military because we got Germany
You don't want
between
to
us
mess
and
up
them.
the paint.
Yeah, I mean,
The paint's still drying.
don't worry about it. We're just gonna sit here and soak up our enormous war budget. Yeah, we're just gonna sit here 2 months, and 2 months, and 3 months we'll have more. These guys are almost done. In 2 months, those guys will be ready. Like, look at this handsome war budget. They haven't sunk any of our transports because I don't think they have a Navy, Greg. I think we just told all of our guys, like, hey, avoid the Black Sea. And our guys are like, no problem. We won't go buy hazelnuts from Turkey. I mean, the Ottomans at this point. Uh-oh. Austro-Hungarian Empire is trying to retake Croatia, which is their main port, and Germany doesn't like that. Oh, Britain wants to be our friend.
I don't know it.
Britain is like, we wish to be friends with France, and like they get a telegram back that just goes, eh.
All right, if you insist.
All right, so La Rochelle is their battleships are almost gonna be ready here soon, and as soon as they're
I think
ready,
just 3 ships should be enough to take Odessa.
I would like to send 5. Because that way I can lose 2 against torpedo boats or whatever. Oh, wow. They're mobbing off of the boot. Okay.
Yeah, they have a port in the Suez Canal.
Okay. La Rochelle is ready. All right, boys. Here we go. Operation Clobber the Habsburgs. Yeah. And the rest of our fleets are being refit, except for the 2 ships that are going to be ready in Brest. And then, yeah. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. New design. Dreadnought 3.
Oh, Dreadnought 3. It's actually not too bad.
28,000 tons. Man, look at all them casemates. All right, speed. Let's see if we can do 24. Yep. 24 knots, which is actually pretty good. That's like the American standard battleships, which are like much older than this, or much later.
Modern.
Yeah, much more modern. Yeah. All right. Uh-huh. So here's my idea. We don't really have the barbette technology yet to do lots and lots of guns, which is annoying as shit. So what I need to do is...
Wondering if you could put the funnels after the rear tower?
No. The game freaks out. I think you should be able to put the funnels wherever you want. And then you have to deal with your very poor designs.
You know?
I think you should have to pay for all the stupid decisions you make. But I think you should be able to make stupid decisions. Good lord. Yeah, at this speed, the engines are not efficient. God, a battleship with 5 fucking funnels? You're gonna see the weather will
change.
The weather will change when this ship shows up because of the smoke.
Yeah, you may want to take a bit of a hit in efficiency because
Monk.
No, it's gonna have a gun fore and aft for now. 5-inch secondaries for torpedo boats. And then secondary guns, dual 5-inch guns all along the side. And that's a good... Oh my god. This thing is going to have a hellacious secondary. It's going to be like a pirate ship going along.
But look at that 4-weight offset though.
What's the name of this one, Greg? The SS Fern Gully.
A charbonnière.
What? What does that mean?
Charbon is French for coal.
Oh God, spell it.
It's like the coal lady.
The coal
I'll
lady?
write that for you.
Please. Okay. This thing is the fastest thing in the world at this point. I mean, good God. And it's doing it with multiple expansion engines, so it'll be like run up the engine and then everything on the ship just starts going like a washing machine that's out of balance. This would be really unpleasant to be on at speed. All right, our ships are now going to go blitz in, and it looks like the Austro-Hungarian Empire is coming around Algeria to try to attack us. That's a mistake.
Plus, I think the navy was coming up from the coast of Africa. I don't know if they're going to be fueled at all.
I don't think they will be. And then we're going to go and take Ukraine from them. We're going to have French Ukraine. At that point, the Austro-Hungarian Empire is going to lose unless they can take Croatia, because they will have no more ports.
Yeah, I want you to take Ukraine because they have good wheat fields. Wheat fields make good bread.
That's fair. Looks like they're blockading us at Gibraltar. Oh, everyone is turning against us. I don't know why. I'm just a whittle guy. What have I done?
Yeah, we only have less than 10 ships in our navy. We're not dangerous, bro.
Yeah, we have a tiny navy. We have a 10-ship navy. It's not dangerous at all. Why would they do this to us? Yeah, they're moving their heavier ships. You know what? I'm going to try to intercept them, because they have multiple task forces trying to set off our ports, and that's not acceptable to me. Seems like they did hit a few of our transports, but...
I think they're at war with the Japanese navy.
Yeah, the Japanese navy is in the Mediterranean. I did just see them, so... That's...
War with Austro-Hungary, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's something. The Italian Empire is admiring the power of our nation. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Spanish Empire, yeah, their admiral's getting fired again. We can build really big heavy cruisers now for the era. Tempting, I know. All right, so where is, let's see, they have a battle fleet here? Not really, that's a torpedo boat. What is this? What the fuck is this? Oh, all right.
The night task force.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to sink these guys. Now let's look at what their navy has. They have 51 ships, 6 battleships, 6 heavy cruisers, 18 light cruisers, 12 destroyers. Germany has slowly rebuilt 25 ships. All it took was like 5 government collapses. Japan's head of the Admiralty is getting warned. Let's see. Chinese are fighting the British on land. Where'd their navy go? Their navy left because our navy showed up and they were like, no. All right, let's chase them back through Gibraltar.
Yeah, cat and mouse there.
Yeah, well, once these guys are done, I'm going to send those dudes in next. Yeah. Shipyards are certainly overbuilt. Yep. Ships are getting out of refit, which means I'm going to keep sending ships at them. I'm going to make this hurt. They declared war on us, Greg.
They did.
After one of their politicians was assassinated or something. It has nothing to do with what we did.
That's right.
We are innocent. Je suis innocent.
C'est pas moi.
Yes, sweet.
Oh, Morocco is found to support armed terrorists. And yeah, well, I guess our Navy also needs to go over there and deal with that. Yep, that sounds like a job for our Navy. We're going to go conquer Morocco real quick and add it to the French Empire. Let's see. Oh, look, there is their giant Navy. And where is he going? That's a good question. He is... You know what? Let's get right there. And I'm going to try to cut him off because a giant fleet action sounds like a wonderful way to remind our citizens that we're competent. Yeah, it looks like their Navy just doesn't want to play the game.
No, they really don't.
And that's fine because I'm going to put all of these ships into a giant task force. And then, yeah. What do we got? 1 month, these guys will be ready? Good.
I think you should probably keep a couple BBs to defend our coast.
You know what we could probably do? We could probably build some cruisers for defense of the coastline.
Yeah, let's see those giant cruisers that we're talking about.
Well, giant for this period, mind you. By World War II, cruisers get to the size of battleships from, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Ugh. Ugh. Oh, God. Ugh.
Maybe light cruisers?
No.
Tumble home.
Let's double
No.
them again.
Oh, those are great.
All right, how big can we make? 1,200.
Okay, no, you know what? Maybe go back to Dreadnought and make it very, very small.
Ah, petit dreadnought. Well, what if we go back to Dreadnought 1 and make it...
I do like the proportions of the whole.
Yeah, it's actually
very,
real.
it's fine and elegant.
All right. Boy, it really doesn't
Can
like...
you even fit the rear tower?
I will make it work, Greg. Shut up. Don't... Oh, it can only fit one funnel. All right, fine. These are defensive ships. They don't have to go... Oh, and we got superimposed barbettes now.
Ooh.
You know what? We should scrap our new ships and incorporate these in them. This technology... This technology changes everything.
That's true. Let's just finish the current build and then make new ones.
Oh my God! Look, hey man, imagine being on the bridge. Hey, where are we going?
I don't know.
Does it matter?
There you go, coastal defense dreadnought. Put 4 more guns on those.
Yeah. That's for the secondaries. We're gonna put 6-inch guns.
Why not put primaries in there?
Holy shit!
Because we're limited by the number of turrets, large
This ship
turrets.
doesn't even have a rudder. It just steers by swinging the rear turret around.
Maybe the smaller funnel would fit.
I just like the idea that this is going to zigzag, and people are going to ask why. It's like it's every time the command bridge wants to see where they're going.
Yeah, they have to swing wide. Okay, we have these little guns, so the midshipmen can pretend they're fighting. The captain can come out on the wing and be like, "Pew." All right, these things only do 20 knots.
Yeah, they're basically cruiser-sized dreadnought.
Yeah.
Petit bonhomme. Yeah, there you go.
Petit dreadnought. Yeah, these things are going to be designed for coastal defense only. All they have to do is be fast enough to intercept an enemy formation. But
they're good. They do have a good range. You could probably turn that down a notch.
Oh no, we're going to keep the range where it is because what if something happens in the Mediterranean?
All right.
I can send these guys in as like a second line to my battle formations.
Yeah.
Because they have the 13-inch guns. I mean, this is heinous. You know what? I'm going to remove the 13-inch guns, and what we're going to do... No, hold on.
12-inch?
I'm going to take these down to 10-inch guns, mainly because I want to do rate of fire on these things.
Oh, so the secondaries are the same as the
No,
main...
secondaries are 8-inch guns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 18-kilometer range and 12-kilometer range. And then the little guns have a 6-kilometer range. So now we have all this weight saved, and we're going to make these things heinously over-armored. Oh my God, what a beautiful fucking thing. Conning tower, 16-inch conning tower, 2-inch superstructure. Good God.
What I imagine is that, there's not enough funnels. So the smoke that's coming out of this one is like a jet, pressurized smoke.
So just straight up.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, this thing is great. These things are great. Yeah, Greg, I really think we need to destroy the new ones we just started because they just started them and re-engineer them because with these barbettes, we can put double the guns on it. So, yeah, these little dreadnoughts, that's going to be because these things are...
Let's redo the barbette guns.
Yeah, we need to... Oh, God. You know what? Let's wait a little bit until we have slightly better engine technology so we can do our high-speed dreadnought. I think that might be smarter. And you know what? Petit dreadnought, okay, these are 18,000 tons each. We can...
You can build 10 of them easy.
This is ruinous. All right. Let's put...
It's not that expensive. It's small.
Yeah. Oh my God. We may have found a cheat code here.
They're like cruisers.
Yeah, I'm gonna put these in Marseilles. Just...
it is a cheat code because we're early on the dreadnought hulls.
That's true.
So we can use them to fill other roles.
Right. We're just like Dreadnought Destroyer, Dreadnought Patrol Boat, Dreadnought Troop Transport.
Just adjust the size, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We could build a bunch of these because these will be much faster to build as well. So we can build an army of them while we're waiting for better technologies so we can then build ruinous firepower. Then we can build a handful of the giant fuck off battleships and then
Yeah, plus look at our budget. We're still in the green.
Our budget's
What year
great.
was Dreadnought actually
03.
commissioned?
Let's see. In a press conference, a sport of war versus the United States. Let's see. You know what? I don't see a war happening between our countries. We need more GDP.
Yeah.
They're all the way over there. However, if America declares war on us, let's see. What is our new?
Fun times.
If America declares war on us, we're gonna go steal parts of we'll just go steal Maine.
I'll just steal Puerto Rico.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Like we did, okay, so our thing would be stealing the little island that sits off the coast of major power just to piss them off.
Well, we did that with the Germans. We were just like,
yeah, exactly.
So their navy has to sit out here almost to Madeira because they can't get back in Gibraltar because we cut them off. We're just sitting here waiting for them. Like, no, go ahead, burn your coal. Oh my God, we can build 4 more. Actually, we can't.
What's the time to construct these?
We are slightly over capacity. So
Yeah,
it's without us being over capacity, I think it's like 12 to 16 months. That's pretty quick.
Not too bad. That's cruiser times.
I know. Yeah, we're building 10 more battleships. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna take also Morocco. So we could connect all of northwestern Africa under the tricolor. Italy decided to not be our friend.
Yeah, we got a new baller tech.
I know. Let's see. I'm gonna wait until we can get turbines, and I'm gonna put research into it so we can get turbines. Once we get turbines, we will be able to make fast boat. These 4 battleships join that formation of 7 battleships, please. There we go.
Yeah, we need to conquer Morocco while we're there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what is this? Oh, he's sitting up here. Well, I'll tell you what. We are, in 3 turns, we'll have Morocco. I mean, he's sitting off France because he can't go home. He's just like, I'm going to take your stuff. And it's like, all right, go ahead.
They went back down. They're just driving up and down the coast.
Well, they're mad. They can't get home. We've cut them off. I mean, they probably have boats from their embassy in Portugal, like coming out with mail every so often and being like, yep, still can't go home. Oh, what a nightmare. See, if this had more diplomatic layers, I'd be asking the Turks, I'd be like, I will give you $1 billion to close the Bosphorus. Mind the Bosphorus, please. Oh, hell yes.
There we go.
Let's fight.
Plus these are the refitted triumphs, right?
Yes. Now we will use violence.
I'll see what they do.
They've run out of all their coal, so they're just burning all the wood they can find on the ship.
They're like throwing all the chairs on board. The crew is naked because they've had to burn all their uniforms. The crew just looks like a bunch of cavemen. Okay. Yeah, you lose. Austro-Hungary, you lose. All right.
This fleet has gone feral.
Yeah, make sure to be in a nice line.
Oh yeah. Do you want line ahead or abreast?
What's the Conga one? Line ahead.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I think okay.
Hold on. Give a second for everyone to ram each other.
Yeah. It's better for this game because when we go line abreast, we'll get inside their formation and get torpedoed.
That's true. Well, it depends. I like doing line abreast when I have a crap ton of destroyers.
That's true.
Because that way you're shooting at the enemy in L-shape shots, so you're shooting them from the left and the right simultaneously. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, there's already a fire on board something.
We are very aggressive moving into you.
Uh-huh. It's not gonna help him. Well, They were very aggressive. Yeah, there's the torpedo. Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, these are the destroyers, I think.
Is that 11,000 damage?
Yes. Oh, here comes a destroyer. He is coming in at 30 knots. Well, not so fast now. Nope.
He's coming in as a crater.
All right. Yeah, they're losing
Can you
to.
imagine?
Oh,
Can you imagine after the battle, you're pulling people out of the water and you're asking, so what exactly did we sink? We didn't even see it.
yeah. We didn't have an accounting. What was your vessel? We're reading the Jane's Guide, trying to figure out what we did.
It is a bit early for torpedo destroyers.
You can make them work, but
Okay.
it's... Oh, he might get his torpedoes off. He got one...
He did.
Oh, he got one off.
Oh,
Dud.
Done.
He is going...
Are the one thing some hurt onto you.
He's going so fast. He's still going.
Something exploded somewhere.
Well, not on my side of the line.
Yeah, this one's suffering a bit.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of hits. I mean...
Yeah, it's because we're basically...
Oh, ooh!
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Basically to shouting range of their BB, so that's why.
gentlemen, send it to the bottom. Arr. He's gonna ram us.
Going to try.
Nope. Not today.
Oh,
30,000 damage.
oh, that's a cook-off.
Yeah.
These cruisers are trying to run now.
I just saw his turret fly into the ocean.
Yes. We sent it from where it came. From the ocean we crawl, to the ocean we return. Low fuel. Low fuel. Yeah, they're... Oh, wow. We ran them out of fuel. They had fuel at the start of the engagement. Oh, he's hiding in his smunk.
Yeah, I think that's the fleet that came back from Africa, and they never set it to port. So
It's because they're dumb.
Is 39,000 the highest damage we've seen so far?
The most I ever did in this game, I think, was well over 100,000 because I made a battleship with quadruple, like 18-inch guns.
Oh.
And all four of them hit a guy at like 30 miles. And so they came in from space, just, and the guy disappeared. He just turned into smoke. So this guy's hiding in the smoke cloud. As soon as that smoke disperses, all of these battleships are going. I'm going to just slow crawl. There. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Those are all the secondaries.
these new guns are way more precise.
Oh, I agree. I mean, yep.
I think we're already approaching World War II precision there.
They have one ship left, and one of our guys goes out on the wing and uses the lamp, and signals over and says, "We will not shoot if you eat your flag." Like.
You can use a knife and fork, we're not animals.
Yeah, just eat your flag. We won't. Oh, they're already trying to surrender. No.
They bring the captain out. They put out like a nice table and dinner service set on top of the turret, and they just start serving him parts of the flag.
Yeah, eat your flag. Eat your flag, and France will leave you. Oh, shit! That wasn't even as big. Oh, all right.
That was one of his big stuff.
He managed to pull all the way around Africa, all of his fleets. So this is going to be an embarrassment. He's going to lose this badly. All right. Yeah, I mean we're doing what we do. Yeah. All right. Let's take Morocco. Yeah. We just clamped them. Oh. Dissatisfied pacifists protest and block the roads. You know what? We're going to just give them all a check and say, go home. So we're about to take Morocco, and once we do that, our navy's going to go clap what remains of their navy, because they have some fleets, but not... Yeah, I mean, we could destroy most of their navy in probably 2 turns. Once we get Morocco, we win, and then...
Morocco backward, they seceded, I think.
I mean, we're just having it. We're just having it. It's ours. Yeah. We wanted it, and yeah, I mean, their spices are really good. Everyone loves Moroccan food.
Really good,
yeah, so the French are adding that to their cuisine.
Yeah, couscous.
Yeah, exactly. We need some of that. Oh. Government is able to provide, but also give you amount for social programs. You know what?
Just on our unrest at 0, right?
I know, but I'm not going to do anything to increase our unrest because we're France, and there's this thing called the guillotine.
The blade on a rope.
Yeah, blade on a rope. All right, so here's what we're gonna do.
Rope blade.
Yeah, we're gonna move our battleships now that we have French Morocco. Yep.
Mercel Kibir. I think that was the port I was thinking about yesterday.
All right, then we're gonna move our other ships off of Crete. Don't worry, Gray. We're not gonna take Crete.
It's just a courtesy visit.
Yeah, we're gonna do a port visit. You guys will get French wine. We'll all get drunk. Only some people will get shot.
Buy some olives.
Yeah, we're here to. The French need olives, so we're gonna put it in Crete with their whole battle fleet. The locals come out and they're all scared because there's this giant battle fleet in the harbor, and they're like, "What do they want?" And they're like, "Olives."
Bonjour, olive.
It's like, are you here to conquer us? No.
Bonjour.
All right, so here's my idea. The 7-strength fleet is going to sit right here off Gibraltar, and I'm going to prevent them from getting home while the other fleet, they took their ports back here. We need to take them. Yep. They managed to conquer that again. Not today. Not today. Too bad we can't conquer Switzerland and then have like this wide France where it has Switzerland and then Austria. We're blockading them now. They don't have any means to stop us. They're now gonna collapse. Hell yes. Hell yes. All right, so we now have turbines, and then, we're gonna get better dreadnought improvements, which is good. What about big guns? 12-inch guns, Mark III. Because higher marks of guns...
If you put a beaker in there, we'll finish that in a month. So everything's going to be there. Put a beaker, maybe a whole... it's 32.
I'm going to knock these out, and then I'll put it into hull construction, because we want to make sure our big ships are as fancy as they can be. All right, let's put it into hull construction. Yeah, because we're going to get much lighter hulls with less flaws, which is very important. And
then when you take off hull strengthening for next month, it will shoot up even more, because I think, that's prioritizing at the detriment of other things.
All right, let's see naval invasion. Could we take Croatia? Oh, we're going to need the whole fleet there to take Croatia from them.
Removing the Austro-Hungarian naval presence?
Well, we're waiting until they give up. Because
I think the Petit Dreadnought will get ready soon as well.
Yeah, they're about a year out.
No.
Oh,
a year? Okay.
No, we're going to fight to the end. Oh, they brought some cruisers out. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and try to break the blockade. Oh, man, look at these little bath toys. How cute. All right. Now, once our Petit Dreadnoughts are out, I'm probably going to take these ships and mothball them and sell them while we build our big ships and keep making Petit Dreadnoughts in the meantime.
Yeah, but at least wait until you got like 12 or...
Oh, no, I agree. I want to make sure we have more than enough fleet coverage.
Even 20, because these are very small.
20, and I want to refit... Yeah, I think we need 20, and then we should refit them with turbines so they have longer range. The turbines also make the engines way more efficient. How far are these guys?
Yeah, that's the main thing on the Petit Dreadnought is that they're not efficient at all. So maybe we'll get better smokestack as well.
Quite possibly. Well, hits. He's on fire. He's trying to turn. He's like, look at these little guns he's got.
He really do look like BAFTAs. What are these guns? They're like what, 6 inches?
My guys don't know. We're trying to read the Jane's manual, and we're just like holding these ships up to the thing. We're like, qu'est-ce que c'est?
C'est quoi ce truc?
Oh, he's shooting back. Okay, 6.4-inch gun. Uh-oh. We found our range.
Yeah, that's a bit of a pea shooter
On a heavy cruiser? Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Austro-Hungary. Thought you wanted to play.
Yeah, maybe they put all the weight into armor.
I don't think it's enough armor, Greg. Their cruiser's coming out to play.
Maybe he's trying to do that in freestyle.
Oh, God. Yeah, he's having himself a mass casualty event. Yeah. Concentrate fire on the little guy.
Oh, it's only one.
The little guy.
He's like, well, we just did a drive-by. We lost 45 men. 45 state holidays. We've got them blockaded. And this battle fleet is... He can't decide what he wants to do. So I think I should help him. He's moving there. Let's head him off.
Should be faster than due to the supply situation.
I think we are indeed. And if we can chase him around, like, let's say, get him to pull away, we win. Because he's just going to keep burning his fuel. So 14 months until the first group starts to show up. However, once our dockyards are larger, that's going to drop very quickly. Because we will have much more capacity. And we're technically over capacity right now. Well, Oh, the head of their admiralty got fired. And, yeah.
We conquered something, right?
No, that would be
No?
other
Somebody
countries.
else.
Spain conquered bits of Guam. So it looks like, you know what? Fuck it. Move there. Let's just keep chasing them. I want to chase their navy.
We should have a range.
Yeah, well, they're almost out of range. Meanwhile, they're going to be trying to stop me. Oh, there's another big fleet. That'll be a good fight.
No.
That'll be an
We
excellent
should
fight.
get that island there if we can.
What? Just to
Isn't there a tiny island in the Adriatic?
I don't think the game counts it. All right, let's see. I mean, that's part of their fleet. Yeah. We have 2 meeting fights, one over here and one over here. So let's sink these clowns real fast, and then let's destroy what's left of their navy. All right, HE, yep. All right, where are they? Southwest. Here we go. I mean, are these great ships? No. But they'll do for now.
Oh, they're pretty great.
They're better than what they got.
Yeah, I mean, how do you judge if a ship is great? If it's better than everything else, then it's great.
That's fair. I mean, the dual front guns plus the dual casemates are pretty cool.
That's for the menacing factor.
Yes. Oh, here we go.
It's a ship you can point directly at the enemy, you know? That's always something to take into account.
Well, we're already getting really good hits. Oh, well, we don't even know what it was, but it's dead now. Straight at them, boys. As soon as they see the French Navy just shows up. Yeah, let's slow down a little bit. Make this dance last. Oh, this'll be good.
Yep. I think this has been seal clubbing the campaign because we went all in on battleships.
Well, I mean, we are France. It's go big or go home.
Well, at the start, we tried to do Je ne call.
Well, we tried. Attempts were made.
I mean, as soon as we get the big engines, we'll do that again with battleships.
Yes. Oh,
Again.
here's the big fight we wanted. Hell yes.
Enfin. Yes, at last.
Hey, look. It's Greece's, quote, battleship, end quote.
Hey, don't you dare insult the Averof.
Well, I mean, Italian cruiser, and then as soon as it gets to Greece, they were like, this is a battleship. And everyone's like, I don't think this is a... And they're like, this is a battleship.
It's got a roof.
We still call it a battleship.
I mean, it's a ship and it does battle, so it's a battleship, right?
It's got a roof on the back.
Well, yeah, that's
the sunroof.
Yeah, you can actually stretch.
Because, I mean, yeah, Greece is hot. Greece is hot.
Oh, yeah. All right, southwest. Here we go, boys. We're just going to go straight at them. Yeah, my guys are forming up into the conga line of doom. I mean, these ships will work until we can replace them with a petit dreadnought, and then
petit dreadnought.
Then we can go seal clubbing. Yeah. There we go. Oh, this is bad for them.
Yep.
They have some fast torpedo boats.
We have secondaries.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, shit, no. Yeah, they're doing a torpedo run.
Well, this one isn't.
Well, yeah, that one is having a problem. However...
We may eat a few torpedoes. We do have quite a bit of them.
Yeah. Yeah, he got one off.
Yeah, but he shot it weird, so maybe if you... Yeah, I'm probably gonna eat that.
We are going to take some torps, but this is... Oh, our guy rammed him as he passed.
Yeah, we were a bit aggressive there.
Bouvet has taken some bad hits.
Yeah.
However, he's counter-flooding. He's fixing it. I mean, our boys are going to take some damage, but their navy's going to disappear in like a day. We may lose the Bouvet. No, they stabilized it.
Unless that light cruiser reloads and shoots another torp at it. Maybe prioritize that. Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
No.
Ça suffit. Enough.
Is the Bouvet the one that took the torp?
Yeah.
I think it took a bad one.
Yeah, their torpedo boats are leaving their cruisers to die. They've just peeled off, and they're like, no. Yeah, they're trying to disengage. All right, boys, let's switch to HE. I want to see some fires. These guys ain't got... Oh, yeah. There we go. Let's sink the Budapest. They're both keeling over. Oh, boy. Yeah, Charlemagne took some hits. And that's fine. We knew we were going to take a beating eventually, but no ship casualties.
But basically, a nation who wishes to outcome to us would need fast destroyers or torpedo boats.
They would need an ocean of them.
Submarine tech to weaken us.
They would need an ocean of them or mines.
Also mines, yes. Mines and submarines. Because we've got absolutely no defense against that.
I would love to see a submarine fighting campaign in like 1903.
Yeah.
The submarine dives to its crush depth of 20 feet. Yeah. They don't have a lot of navy left. Let's see. Yep, that task force is pretty much toast. They'll fix them. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to invade Austro-Hungary. Because fuck them. We're just going to burn them to the ground. This is what they get.
Yeah, let's do a few more battles.
Yeah, I mean, that's the idea, is we want to...
That's going to be a good ending point.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, so far, yeah, I agree. So far, we're smashing everything they brought, and we're reminding them of who the real king of Europe is.
I think
Ooh,
we should name one of the next one Napoleon.
the Napoleon class. Oh, cool. Our
For
shipyards.
That's going to be the small dreadnought.
No. 7 months until these things are out, and we have yeah, we are doing really well because we are building 10 battleships, and as soon as those are done, I'm going to build another 10 battleships. And the French Navy is going to show up. Okay, we have 2 meeting engagements. I think this is going to be the end of their navy. I don't think they have the power. We're going to just collapse their navy. We've got them blockaded. Their economy is burning. And we're building 10 more battleships. And oh, hell yes. Wow. This is, yeah. All right.
It's gonna be a scrap.
It's going to be a scrap according to them. To us, this is going to be routine. Here we go, boys. Time to seal club the guys who speak German and a bunch of other languages.
So many other languages.
Yeah, that's just the East Engine.
Oh. Yeah.
Come on, Easterling.
Oh,
Show
no.
me metal.
We're going to slow down just a little bit, give our guys some better chances. Oh, good lord. Well, I think that's one of their battleships, and he's just leaving. He's had enough. He's like, nope. This is catastrophic. Let's use AP on the main guns and shoot him while he burns.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of torpedo boats. We can probably get out of that by taking a torpedo hit.
Well, Würzburg is going down.
Uh-oh, yeah, on to starboard. You may want to cut the engines as well, like you did last time.
I did. Wow, that guy's exploding. Yeah, we're just going to keep turning with them. They're like, uh-oh. Who would win? 4 battleships or the whole Austro-Hungarian Navy?
That's a BB that's really near us, okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, they say it is. It's really quite a bath toy.
This is basically Knife Fight City at this point.
This is
Yeah.
Oh man, you guys should really. You know what? Concentrate fire on him, please.
Yeah, it's the only one capable of inflicting any sort of gun damage on us.
And the
now.
damage they're doing is extremely minor. It's like we have flooding. It's like, yeah, a compartment got wet.
I don't like getting wet.
Yeah, he's sinking now.
Not yet.
And just imagine the Austro-Hungarian Tower of Babel of languages and damage control. You like call down to the engine room and you're German as an officer and they speak Hungarian. Because you know that,
Sweet, right?
it would be like 10 million languages on a ship. You're like, the gun crew speaks, you know... I mean, good God.
Moldavian, yeah.
Well, why not? Because they're a confederation of nations, but they never insisted on a standard language. So if you went to the Austro-Hungarian parliament, everybody was allowed to speak their own language. So you're going to end up with a military that speaks like 30 languages.
Which just goes, well, if you ever need inspiration for a 40k void ship.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that guy's leaving and he's sinking as he leaves. This guy is like, no, you're not. To the bottom with you. Well, there he goes. All right, concentrate fire on him.
Take care where the fish sleep.
Look at this guy. He's leaving. He's like, I'm going to get out of here. No, you're not. Dun 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 dun
No,
dun.
we have other songs than that.
Oh, uh-oh. Stragglers. Oh, they ran out of gas. Well,
Some drapeau stroganoff there.
well, they lose. What did their navy escape? Some light cruisers and a destroyer escaped. Wow. They've got almost nothing left. I mean, we've got them blockaded. We've destroyed most of their navy. I'm just going to auto-resolve that because that's not really a fight. And, yeah, I mean, right now they're blockaded to shit. Their navy is... Okay, we're the world's leading GDP. They have 26 ships left to include 2 battleships. I'll see... You know what? I'm going to hit peace treaty and see if they accept it. If not, we grind them to dirt. One last turn to end this thing. All right. Let's see if they surrender, because if so, we're going to make some territorial concessions or have them pay for stuff. Because we got 10 more battleships in the pipe, and we are just going to start cranking those out.
Yeah.
They had a revolution. They refused to surrender. The head of their admiralty.
Nobody to surrender with. To talk to.
Yeah, they we call their government, and they're not home anymore. So now, now it's the double crown. We're still blockading them. We don't care. And how long? In 8 months, we're going to get another huge swarm of ships out. I mean, we do have...
Start on the... Well, maybe not. What's our dockyard capacity?
It is at capacity.
Okay.
It is at capacity. However, we're going to just keep putting research into stuff, because once we get the next 10 of the little dreadnoughts done, we'll start building the super battleships, and we'll start building super battleships before 1910. I think we could probably make them give us territory. It's just a pity we can't get the Swiss, so we can join all this territory.
Yeah, we're in that kind of bind where people would declare war on us and then get clubbed, never accepting defeat, you know?
Yeah, no, it's... Oh, we have a fight. Yeah, I'm going to grind these people down until their government collapses again, because I want to see what else they can become, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is the plan.
Oh.
Hello, Great Feathers.
Gentleman Greek man.
Hello. France.
France.
Hello, Greece.
How do you... What is Greece in Greek?
Elava.
What?
Elava.
Why?
It's because Hellenism.
Oh, yeah.
That's the root of the word there.
All right, so these are all front... Oh, no, they're not all front firing. God, I forgot we made these things.
Yeah, we put all the secondaries on them.
Yeah, that was kind of funny, but also kind of fucked up. I like that we did it, but I hate that we did it, if that makes any sense.
It's like an early Clemenceau design.
Yeah.
It's a French ship. It has to have boobs.
That's fair. Oh, God.
It's a good thing there's no friendly fire on the collisions.
I wish there were, actually. I really want that to be a thing, because that was a genuine fleet concern back in the day.
Right, of course. But then you would have to have the pathfinding for the ship way better.
No, I agree. And what I think would be funny is if it starts off with default pathfinding, and then as you get more skills...
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, we do all these drills.
Or just tie that to the crew quality.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like, if they're really competent, they'll know how much room they need to stop.
Yeah, exactly. That one's named the Shark, by the way.
What? That one?
Okay, that means shark.
Yeah, we are just going right at them, and it's working. All right, stand by. I'm going to kill power a little bit, and we'll bring out the coffee service. Now, what would be, if you were the admiral of this fleet, what would be your luncheon that you would have brought out while you're in a fight? Because you do have to eat to maintain your strength, obviously, but it's not going to be a full crazy meal. What would be your battle dining?
Battle dining, Obviously, okay, so maybe that's a hot take, maybe, but I wouldn't bring wine on a warship.
You would not bring wine on a warship. Why is
Well,
that?
because shaking the wine is bad for it, you know?
Not because you're worried about people drinking the wine. It's just it's shaking will bottle shock.
Yeah. So I would avoid that. So maybe I don't know. Maybe some cognac, you know?
All right. So
cognac's
a
fine.
little. You just have all your officers get a little balloon of cognac and maybe a cigar.
Yes.
Yeah, like
That sounds lovely. Actually.
Yeah, the steward.
Cognac and cigar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the steward comes by and offers you each a cigar from the
Yes.
humidor, and then cognac, and you just sit there and sip at it, and you're like, ah, yes.
You know what's good about cigars? The little thing they used to cut the ends of it.
Yeah,
I like that.
it is fun. Little guillotine.
You know, yeah, the guillotine was actually. I think it originated as a cigar cutter, and then. Yeah, I mean, you know, French slang for head is cigar, right?
Oh,
So.
that makes a lot more sense now.
Right? It's one of a French slang for it.
Well, we're doing pretty well with the PT Dreadnought.
Yeah, it's like pocket battleships.
Well, I like the idea of pocket battleships, especially for the Mediterranean. You don't need a giant fucking battleship for the Mediterranean.
That, and basically you would have them, fast enough, very maneuverable, and with a low draft, probably.
Exactly. So we could actually get these into all of these really difficult ports.
Yeah, and you can hide them in coves and whatnot. That's the
Well, that was actually, and this is where the editor can bring this up. That was actually the idea of coastal defense battleships that, like, the Swedes had. They built them, and they were like, in tonnage wise, they were about the size of a cruiser, but armor and guns wise, they were a battleship, and they worked. They worked real good. Should we, since we've been blockading them for a bit, should we ask if they want to surrender, or should we just keep scrubbing their navy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
See, we were right to call the Avarov a battleship.
Shut up.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I think the Greek coast is about as rugged as the Norwegian coast.
Oh god, the Greek coast would it would be impossible.
Not fjords, but it's the.
Oh, it would just be impossible to patrol as a navy. It's a no-win. Because what you need to do with the Greek navy is keep the Ottomans at bay, and then maintain intercoastal waterways. That's it. That's all you have to do. Is in this time period is keep the Ottomans out of Greece, and then maintain the rest of the Aegean Sea.
Yeah.
They won't surrender, Greg.
Well, that's their loss.
Yeah, I guess we just have to keep grinding them down. I mean, we're making the most out of this military budget, which is by now obscene.
Oh, Bonifacio. That's it's the southern
right there.
capital of
Yeah,
Corsica.
yeah. I see it.
I've been to Corsica. It's one of the most beautiful places on earth. It's really, really beautiful, and it smells marvelous. It smells of pepper, black pepper.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. When you go a bit, in the highlands, basically that's the Corsican maquis, which is a very bizarre biome. It's basically very densely packed spiny brushes. It's very dry as hell, and there's like these trails that only the locals know. And basically the Corsicans, when they have a little scuffle with the continental authorities, they go in there and disappear for like 20 years.
You're just like, okay, bye, no more civilization.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Everybody in the village knows they're there. They bring them food and all.
Yeah, that's fair. Now, by the way, the rest of their navy popped out of port and looks like they want to fight because they're trying to break their blockade.
Good.
Oh my god, their battleships are sad.
Not good.
No. So we bring out the cognac and the cigars. What about what to eat? What would you, as a expert in being French?
Don't you just eat the cigar after you're done smoking it?
Okay, the actual food in French warships is actually pretty good.
I know. I've seen a menu, and I was like, what the fuck? Because I'm just reading through it, and I'm like, this is nicer than most restaurants in my area.
I think the one time I've been there was like tuna carpaccio or something. Like very carpaccio.
In the U.S. Navy, things are going to go bad when the food gets better.
Ah, okay. Yeah, you told. I think it was Deputy that told the Nugget stories.
Yeah, and it's just it's horrible. It's like when things are gonna go really, really bad, that is when the food suddenly gets better. It's like steak and lobster. But
No, I
if
think.
Oh, this is meant to be our last meal, isn't it?
well, what would your meal be like after you have a successful big battle? What would
Okay,
you,
so
as
for the crew,
Admiral?
I would think for the crew something hearty from home. Maybe some like big pot with potatoes and meats, like a stew.
Beef
Yeah,
bourguignon?
yeah, there you go. Bourguignon, very hearty, not too fancy. Not for the crew. It's still very good.
I just think that what would be funny is if you took American sailors and put them in the French Navy, and
Have a defect. Yeah.
oh yeah, they would defect instantly. They'd make fun of the French for all of 10 minutes, and then they'd be like, "Wait, this is lunch?"
Yeah, every day you have that form that you can fill out at the end of the meal to tell the cook if there's anything to improve or what did you like, what did you dislike. That's actually a thing.
So you're just like, less capers, please.
Yeah, you can. There's a box at the bottom where you can free write in whatever you want. You can also thank them.
I need you to either come over to America or let me ship you an American MRE. So you see how our soldiers eat?
No, I've seen them. I don't want them.
Did you know
see,
that in overseas operations, when the French and the Americans have shared a base, the exchange rate is 12 American MREs to 1 French one?
Yeah. Plus the officers do exchange for the alcohols and all. Yeah, there's always one that smuggles in a bottle of wine or something.
What would be the appropriate wine to toast a naval victory with?
Well, champagne, of course.
All right, well, that's fair.
It's an easy one.
I don't know. I was thinking something.
No, I think okay.
What about like a sparkling rosé?
No, I think maybe a burgundy white. Okay, so it's not a sparkling white wine. It's a pre. That's basically when you taste it. There's no bubbles in it, but it tastes like it has some.
I would like.
It's quite dry, and I do like it.
I would like for a victory dram. If I was a naval admiral, I'd give everyone like a really peated scotch and a slice of cheese. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Slice of like Emmentaler or Gruyere.
Yeah. I mean, okay. I don't know if these would go best with a smoky.
No,
scotch.
Well, if you got a smoky scotch and like, okay, raclette.
Well, yeah, but then you have to melt that. It's not as good when it's raw.
That's fair, but you can get a blowtorch.
No, I think a sharp cheese would go best with a
what, like blue cheese?
Scotch. Something a bit sharp, yeah, but I'm thinking hard cheese. Something a bit sharp. Maybe a sharp cheddar, actually. Right? Okay, so for the Frenchies, that would be Cantal. Yeah, that's a good one.
All right,
Yeah,
so
all right.
here's what we got.
You would like that cheese, actually.
I like a lot of French cheese. I'm just not big on soft cheeses.
I know. Yeah, Cantal you would like. It's not totally unlike cheddar. It's different. It's sharp. Yeah, the sharpness is different. I suppose.
They keep trying to surrender and then refusing to surrender.
Yeah. Well, maybe they're having a revolving door government right now.
Oh, so like the guy's like, I'm gonna go beat him up, and then he gets in there for a week, and he's like,
and then the decision gets cancelled by the administration because it's not the guy that signed that's in office now.
Oh, I see.
So they have to redo the paperwork every time, but the guys keep getting fired before it can go through.
That was my previous administration's difficulty.
Exactly. Let me draft a new, and you're fired. Fired. Yeah.
It's too good.
Yeah. It's like the Fourth Republic all over again.
All right. Oh yeah. See,
was it the third? I don't remember.
It's all right. They're all in the past now. They can't hurt you.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't remember which one it was on the French Republic. So
we have we have massive power blockade, and in 1 month we'll be able to bring out the new Dreadnoughts, and then we'll just build another set of those while we're waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we are all battleship.
Yeah, that's what we did. All battleships, all around.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. If you have a fancy enough mustache, you can build an all battleship navy. But you have to have a mustache.
If you have a fancy mustache,
yeah.
History showed that you can get away with a lot of things.
Yes.
All of them good.
Yes. Well, I mean, you just need a fancy mustache, not a Charlie Chaplin one. Oh, look, a destroyer. He's like, oh no. And I'm like, French battleships, destroy him. Oh.
There we go.
Oh.
Boom.
Yep.
Yeah.
One secondary hit it and just filled it with enough water to make it break.
Sounds about right.
Toy boat. Yeah.
Well, I mean, look, we've been telling them that we will accept their surrender, but we're probably, I mean, in all reality, I don't care if this war goes on for 100 years because we're just milking that war money. Oh, another battleship coming out. We are just elbow dropping them repeatedly.
I think the paint's not even dry on those battleships.
Well, the new battleships aren't even, they're commissioning right now. Now, as soon as they're done, I'm going to rotate those out, and I'm going to use these blooded battleships we have, and I'm going to sell them as the battleship that destroyed the Austro-Hungarian Empire.
Yeah.
That's cheaper than fixing them.
I do like the groupings on those shots.
Oh, they're great. It's cancer. I mean, but it works.
It's fine.
It's
Look,
fine.
We cannot have a proper full barrel turret yet, so we
Yes.
make do.
Yes. So we've made do. Yes. Essayons. See, if I was in charge of the French Navy, I would say we're going to bring back Elan. We are going to we're all going to wear hats with feathers in them.
That's a very old-fashioned term.
I don't care. We're going to wear bright uniforms and fancy hats.
De l'élan, mon cher, de l'élan.
Yeah, I'd be like, no, we're gonna, like, if you smoke, you can smoke, but only if it's a pipe or a cigar. It has to be classy, you know? Like, officers have to smoke a pipe.
Have to.
Yeah.
Mandatory.
Admirals just had a hookah boy.
Also, the French Navy still allows beards.
Of course.
If you enlist with one.
Man or woman.
If you're an officer. Yeah,
Man or woman, I will require a beard. If women would, I'll glue them on them. I don't care. I'll be like, you're out of uniform.
Yeah.
You need a...
They actually authorize a beard as long as it's trimmed.
No, I don't care. What I'm saying is, like, everyone has to have a fancy beard. So if the enemy looks over, they say spruce mustaches with their curly tips.
Yes.
You know, and full beards. And people are like, what the fuck is this Navy? And then by that time, like, 16-inch shells are hitting their ship. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah, the French Navy, the French army at random is just like, I'm going to invade Tripoli.
Is that an aligned territory?
Yep.
Okay, so you can actually
your government will just decide to do it. You have no control over it. Right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're bringing out our new navy. I can rotate the old ships out once the war ends, and then I'll just sell them. Because as we know, we have a lot of countries that are our friends, and these countries are like, you know what? We need weapons of mass destruction. We're like, we don't trust you with them. And then when we can't afford them, we're like, you can have those. So, yeah, we've got them blockaded. And I'm just going to very politely ask the Double Crown if they would fuck off. If not, we just keep using them as a punching bag. I mean, why not?
It's very funny when the Austro-Hungarians get uppity and are like, oh, okay. Well, no beaches for you.
Look, they said that you need to pay us money because there's war crimes, and we're just like, I don't understand what you're saying. And we'll say that in perfect German. Be like, I don't understand you.
Yes.
What is your strange accent?
I don't actually speak English, you know.
Yeah, we just say that to them, and they're like, wait a second, you just, and we're like, no.
Nope.
You've confused us with someone else. By the way, it looks like we're probably going to get Tripoli. France controls quite a bit. However, God, the Italians have really gone on the offensive.
Also, they got their Ethiopian thing under control, eh?
Yeah. Not only that, they pushed to Sudan, and then they also control the Congo. I can only imagine the Italian Congo.
Yeah.
Because
well,
could you imagine?
Probably better than the Belgian one.
Yeah, it would be better than the Belgian one because instead of shooting each other, they would just yell at each other, and you'd just see guys coming out of their houses doing the gestures, but in Congolese.
Okay. Bit of a spicy joke, but the Italians wouldn't cut ants because you need them to talk, you know. To speak
Oh my God, that's a good one. But no, it's one of those things where, I could see the Italians running the Congo would be hilarious.
Oh, you deleted the triumphs.
I did, because we're just gonna sell them all once the war ends, and we have a new battleship. And then once we sell off the triops, we will design a new battleship because we'll have much bigger shipyards and much better technology.
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
Yeah, because we just want to keep leapfrogging to better and better things. And I just told them, hey, yeah, I'll accept your surrender if you actually surrender.
Yeah.
But they have to.
Yeah.
I wish there was a measure where they would say there was a % chance. Our foreign office thinks that there is a % chance they would accept the following.
Well,
outcomes.
I think they should redo the diplomatic UI a little bit. It shouldn't. Yeah, there you go.
They surrendered. They will give us no territory, but they will give us $1 billion.
Let's see. They're not offering any territories, right?
Nope.
I mean, you could take their battleships just to make them have to rebuild.
No.
Ours are way better.
No, we don't even want them to sell them. We're just going to be.
I think they're still at war with the Japanese. I do remember something like that.
You know, we don't want to be cruel. We just want to bow because we won and tip our hat. Let's see, what could we do? Oh, I'm just going to say our budget's too high, more into GDP. We're just going to become the richest people. See, Korea wants to buy our battleship. $105 million. As we'll do that, and we'll mothball that, and we're just going to keep selling these devastatingly powerful warships to minor nations and see what they do with them.
I don't remember why we wanted to do a little dreadnought.
Eh.
I don't remember.
It's okay. It doesn't matter. That's how navies work. Oh, Venezuela? Sure, no problem. I'll sell you that. And so Austro-Hungary is trying to go after Belarus. Oh, and we own Tripoli now. Good job, France.
The Spice Coast.
The Spice Coast.
And tangerines.
Low coast.
They have pretty good, clementine and oranges.
It's France Hubert's Dune.
France Hubert's Dune.
France Herbert's, yes.
That's good. Oh man. We're gonna end up with
Gilbert d'Arabie, instead of Lawrence.
How would oh my God, how would Dune be different if it was written by a French author? I think it would have about 300 pages of existentialism.
I think the political drama would be more not in depth, more complicated, way more petty. With a lot more with a lot more traitors in there.
You're like, the Spacing Guild hates this guy. Why? Well, it's complicated.
What if they just? What if it was just based on accelerationism? Not like the, I'm gonna ruin shit on purpose, but like the weird avant-garde shit where it's like, we have to go fast and always and get rid of old ideas.
Yeah, there's that. There's also you'd have a class that hates its own country so much. Actually, work to destroy it.
So what you're saying, the Napoleonic era where you had the imperialists and the monarchists who would just get into slapping knife fights?
Do you really think that stopped?
No, they've just added more factions.
Or reduced the amount.
France is a PvP game where every DLC adds new factions that are incomprehensible and just remixes of other factions.
Oh yeah, there's fault lines created from the French Revolution that still haven't.
Well, what was it, Greg? How can you rule a country that has X amount of cheese?
3,200.
That's a lot of cheese.
That's a lot of cheese.
That's only the recognized ones.
So you're saying that's why Wisconsin's not allowed to get bigger?
Correct.
Yes.
Wisconsin has how many cheese types?
At least
You only have cheddar.
no, we don't.
There's no other cheeses in America. You
Colby.
have cheddar,
Colby.
maybe Gouda.
You know what?
wow.
Come
Not
over
even
here.
mention, like,
Come over
Monterey
here,
Jack.
and I will take you to a cheese section, and you will find at least 30 kinds.
No,
Yeah,
it's
30
all-
kinds of cheddar.
It's all
cheeses.
cheddar with a name attached to cheddar.
Monterey Jack, Pepper Jack,
It's cheddar
I mean, it's all
mozzarella.
cheddar, right?
Havarti.
Well, okay, no, I mean,
Havarti's nuts.
Okay,
let's try
listen.
to be fair to the Americans. Give them 200 years more, and they'll have, the proper amount of cheese types.
Listen here, Poland. I was
Yes.
playing Workers and Resources Soviet Union game.
Yes, I saw the screenshot.
Yeah, and Goat was like, "This is terrible," and you were like, "Yeah, this is normal."
Yes, I sent him a screenshot of my city, just like.
You're an architect and you believe in the commie block style housing. I mean,
Yes, it was a good solution.
So yeah,
have you ever lived in one?
Yes, all my life.
Almost, yeah. See, I mean,
I had a
can
portion of my
understand.
life when I lived in a house, like just
You know,
American style house.
I'll be back.
This is okay. Yeah, this is
Continue.
everyday run-of-the-mill nihilism speaking. There, I can
No,
understand that.
There are flavors of commie blocks. You don't understand. I can show you. I can enlighten
Collect them
you.
all.
Yeah, gray and light gray. Yeah.
Okay. Let me do this really quick. Let me do this really quick. So here.
Oh no, it's double streaming. It's supposed to be a recording room, right?
No, don't worry about it. Look, let's see. This. So this is the
Yeah,
nightmare
okay,
commie block.
Polish
This is-
hijack
this
for
is the
commie
ni-
block
yes.
purposes.
This is the nightmare commie block setup. This is the worst. This is of fucking hell. All of the people who live here are drunks. Look how disgusting this is. Like they're all drunks. They're all drinking every
Oh,
single
they're all
fucking
So-
misaligned too. It's
Yes,
So-
yes, they're
terrible.
So
Okay,
Let
Tex,
me-
the Polish have hijacked your recording operation.
I'm educating him.
okay,
This
okay.
It's
now
a
le-
good commie block operation. See how much green there is?
so
See how
one of
much-
There's as much green on the other side. But
I've managed to knock it up to 22 knots.
good.
So I think with every refit and major engine technology, I can add a few knots to it.
That's the idea.
We are,
I mean,
I do have a.
I managed to push mine to what was it? 20 knots or 22, 21
Greg,
knots in
damn.
1890?
that was the fucked up thing. Was I was like, Greg, why? And you were like, lol. And I was, and no, it
Gotta
was.
go fast.
Yeah, you were just like Sanic memes, because I was like, okay, because you were saying, Tex, would this be possible? That was the question you asked me, and I said, all right, here's the problem. You did this in an era of single expansion steam engine, which means there is one piston the size of a house, which goes up and down or forward and backward, right? Those are the two ways. If it goes up and down, they usually had to transfer, or they usually had to transit so much up and down. They had to build like a scaffold steeple. They call those steeple engines because of the piston going that tall in order to get any sort of torque. But single expansion steam engine, which means if you put serious revolutions on this prop, it's going to be insane. So you'd have one unbalanced piston just going like the magic fingers on a bad hotel bed.
If you build it horizontally, then the gyroscopic effect on the piston moving would propel the ship forward.
That's what I mean, is you would be sitting there on the bridge and you'd be watching everything that you had sent down dance around.
Yeah, I see it's your roof today. Yeah.
So I have a legit question.
Sure.
So I've noticed a lot on these older boats that you've been building throughout the playthrough. Why 2 towers?
You have to have 2 towers.
I know one's for the bridge, but why 2?
Well, your battery needs. Well, first of all, you have communications equipment in both that is strung between them. You're wireless. You also have spotting towers, which are very necessary for spotting and then engaging and then tracking shots. So it's kind of a culmination of all those things. In theory, you don't really have to. Monomasts, though, aren't really a possibility until the 21st century. That's where you have the improved iMast stuff, where you have all of your electronics and all your sensors in one stealthy pyramid-shaped mast, that has all the radar panels on it. We can actually build some really stupid stuff here fairly shortly, and we're starting to get into like turbo Krupp armor in 1909. We've also just refit 18 battleships. So, Greg, did you want to build cruisers, or do you want to build the next fancier battleship?
Let's see. How stupid do you think we can make a cruiser?
Let's check. Let's see. Fleet, ship design, new design, because the little dreadnoughts.
Like a war yacht.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Sips whiskey nervously. Okay. Actually, we can build fairly advanced dreadnoughts now.
Right.
For cruisers, we could build fast cruisers. We could build the more advanced. No, we're not doing that one. So,
Scud cruiser sounds fine. I think it's a new hole.
Yeah,
What? I looked away for a second. What was it?
All right.
I mean,
Hold
it doesn't
on.
like the
Listen,
home designs.
I don't like cancer. I'm not a big fan
cancer. It's fancy. It looks good.
All right.
It's
Well,
très esthétique.
okay. Well, I'm gonna
Yes,
show you
très
something
esthétique.
because I
Yeah,
know.
he was licensed
Okay,
by
but
Milton
Hold on.
Bradley, is what you mean.
I have to show Will this so he understands. All right. So this is an experimental dreadnought, right? And as you can see, it's kind of between the lines. It's got some casemates, but it has kind of the shape of hull you would expect out of a battleship, right?
Yeah,
And you get into more advanced dreadnoughts where they have a low freeboard in the back and then a higher freeboard up front, and then you've got the wonderful wave cutting bow, right?
Yeah.
1 second, sipping with me. Oh. Did you have this?
What?
Perfectly fine.
What
That
in the
looks
cinnamon?
so fucking cool.
What in the cinnamon toast fuck is this?
It's like they started with a submarine and said, "No, let's make this a circus."
It's Art Deco. You can't understand. It's
You know that meme from True Detective where the guy's really dragging on a cigarette and giving the really wild eyes?
Yeah.
When I saw that, that's what my brain did. It started playing Disco Elysium music when I saw that.
I fully admit I am not the best expert on like naval history, but what the fuck?
Okay, so this is a
I like the
tumble
one
home.
that has a pointy bow. It's like a cone at the
Ah!
front. Look at the armored cruiser, the ones from before.
Why does
these
it
one,
bulge
maybe
like a galleon?
One. No, I don't know. I know there's one in there.
Is that an armor
like
belt?
that?
What
Let's
is
see
that?
this one. There you go. I
Yeah.
like
Is
that.
that an armor belt? What is that?
Don't worry about it. So, look, here's... What are we building, Mon Admiral?
Go back to the Scout cruiser. There's actually value in sleek and
That actually looks really
minimalist.
nice. Like, that's clean lines. It's probably pretty fast, which, okay, do you want to make it tiny or do you want to make it big as we can? We could make this into essentially a large destroyer.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the idea.
We're going to call this Le Destroyer.
The destroyer.
They're like, wait, that's a light cruiser. And we're like, no, it's not. How dare you say that?
How dare you?
Yeah.
Washington Naval Treaty, what?
Hasn't happened yet.
It's not enough funnels.
I know. I'm working on it,
It's
Greg.
It needs to be at least 35 knots.
What?
Okay. Well, yeah, I think you can do it.
I'll
Maybe
see.
30.
What if you,
I
what if
will
you
see.
narrowed the beam?
Yeah, like I would have to make this ship into a toothpick.
I think. No, I mean 30 it can do definitely.
30? Yeah, 30's not a problem.
There you go.
Maybe. Turbines?
Greg, it's already $1,500 over. Oh, there we
No,
go.
yeah, if we go to turbines, it's possible. It's just inadvisable. Because this is coal. It's...
So, what's your point?
Your stokers are going to have strokes, or they... You know what? I don't care. Greg, let's just cover this in 7-inch gun. It can't fit it. All right, 5-inch?
Can.
Well, hold on. We said it's a big destroyer. The 5-inch gun is about normal for a destroyer.
Right.
So, look, we've got a bunch of 5-inch gun mounts.
That's gonna be our commerce raider.
Yeah. And then we can just send this out to be a dick to people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
It's a big cannon, yeah. It's what it is.
Yeah, like because this is fast enough, and I mean, hold on.
It's 30 knots. That's
Yeah, like
nothing
any
in 1905.
well, anything that comes at us that we don't like, we can just leave.
Yeah.
We can just be like, no, thank you. Oh, and it can also be a mine layer.
Yeah, well, it's not heavy, so yeah, let's do it. It's gonna be the work boat and also the the speedboat.
Yeah, it's a good boat. I mean, the idea is that basically we made this into a very large destroyer with a very long range. So that's not a bad ship impulse in terms of design. You have a global operations boat. This is the yardstick of our empire. And I up-armored it a little bit, so it's a lot more armored than a destroyer would be, and it's actually quite engine efficient. So
Do you think we can scrounge the tonnage to put the quarters a bit less cramped? I think it does do something, right?
okay, I could scrounge the tonnage.
Maybe just make the ship a little bigger because you're at
Hold
minimum
on,
size
hold on.
right now. Right?
Yeah. I'll just take the armor away from the officers area. There we go. Yeah. So now you have standard crew size. Le Destroyer. Or, sorry, Le Destroyer. By the way, Greg, China declared war on us.
Yes, Sheen.
Sheen declared war on us.
Oh, good. That's
good.
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
Well,
That's not going to cause any problems.
look, we're just going to send the Navy over because we actually have the range for it. Oh, hey, the Brits got our back. And we've intercepted a Chinese unit crossing the Mediterranean. So let's clap these guys and then go over.
What they're made of.
Yeah, let's see what they're made of and then go like drop some mines off their coast.
Yeah, I mean, vacation time.
Vacation time.
What? It's what it's been all these years, you know.
We've made
There's
an actually competent Navy, which is terrifying because for a good chunk of it, we didn't have a boat in the water.
Well, yeah, for about like 3 years, and we were at war without a boat to our name, and we still won.
Beast.
That sounds French as shit. Like, I forgot we were at war.
I forgot to allocate the phone.
Yeah, so this is Petit Dreadnought.
Petit Dreadnought, yes.
So do you do the hard T?
Petit Dreadnought? Yes.
Yeah, all right, because it's an English word.
I don't know, it's just how it feels like saying it.
Okay. So I practice my French sometimes by trying to read this and sound it out in my head. Gualon?
Gaulois.
Gaulois. All right, so.
Gaulois, yeah.
Bellicose?
Belliqueuse, yes.
Invincible?
Invincible, yep.
All right. Jean Bar?
Yeah, Jean Bar. This one's right.
All right. Yeah, I love the French because they'll actually tell you if you walk up to a Frenchman and start speaking French, they'll go no, and they will.
Well, but
don't
not in
do
a bad
that.
way.
No, it's just please don't. It's
Not
just-
even that. I mean, it's nice. I mean, it's okay. So basically, it's the good kind of condescension, you know?
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
okay. It's the yardstick he's measuring against is like every other Romance language speaker, where it's like, oh my god, you said like 2 words in my language. We're best friends now.
yeah. If I bumble my way through Espanol, Spanish speakers will go, "Oh man, you're really trying. Thank you," and then like insist on buying me lunch or a beer for trying.
That's not how it goes here. Also, people don't smile at you in the street.
Yeah.
I know that throws Americans for a loop, but
Did
it's
I?
not that we never smile.
Did I
It's
ever
just,
tell you what
know,
a French bartender told me?
Is that the Champagne American story?
Oh no, he called Coke Champagne du Americain. But the other thing was I said parlez-vous anglais, and he took a drag on his cigarette and he goes, sometimes.
Well, I mean, I don't know what it's funny really. I don't I don't understand.
Well,
yeah, it
it's-
does.
Yeah, in
And he has to.
In American English, we typically like a yes or a no to that.
Well, I mean, I would have said something similar, probably.
But it was just
Yeah,
that very Gallic. Sometimes.
I say it makes sounds and the words come out.
Yeah.
No, that guy was actually cool. Because I had this is back when I actually drank wine. I had said, you know what, I'd like a bottle of so and sip on it. And he just raised an eyebrow like Spock. And I said, what? And he goes, why? And I said, well, on the plane, on the way over, I read the little tourist magazine. They said, this is good wine. And he just laughed for like a minute. And he goes, no.
Well, it's because the good wine is not the expensive wine.
So I lost 0 people. He lost
Yeah.
2,400. This is, yeah.
You had a full battle line of 20 battleships against 3 boats.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over there and just beat the absolute brakes off these guys. But no, he was really cool because he actually gave me like a little wine tasting lesson because this was in Paris. So I did not. Oh wow, they're already wanting to surrender. No, I want your sweet territory.
Yeah, we're not even on the theater of operation. They're already
Yeah.
surrendered.
They imagine the radio telegraph, right? So they send back, because it's 1909, they have to have radio telegraph. They send back to their fleet operations base, presumably in some embassy, and they go, we have engaged the French Navy. And that's the last message that comes out. That are probably, we spotted them. Okay, in 6 months, we'll have these all done, and a bunch of them are being built at Kamran Bay. Oh, and we also seized a bit of the Southeast Asia, but I'm sure Blue will be fine.
Have you seized Vietnam as is right of the French?
Oh no, we start with
control.
it. We start with it.
Good.
Yeah, we're just rolling in. The French army. Oh wow, Germany is just stealing stuff. I mean, we've got a chunk of Africa. Italy has a chunk of Africa. Britain hasn't expanded, which is bizarre to me. I forget, didn't we?
They've been very meek this playthrough.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like half the time Britain will be really meek and the other half the time they will just be explosive. You'll be like America and Britain will be on your door and be like, yeah, what you got there? Oh, I'm gonna come for you, brother. I'm gonna throw you through the wall. And you'll be like, oh no, please don't with your 400 battleships.
About that tea a few years back.
Can we be weak with this ship?
Oh no.
I don't think it's even had to bounce a shell yet.
No, we're on low fuel, they're on low fuel. So
we're on low fuel, okay.
Yeah, we're both way out of our operational range. We're meeting somewhere in the Indian Ocean. That being said, like I said, they're not getting close enough. I designed the secondaries competently, they're right at the midline. So any interception course is going to bring them right in perfect line with that gun. Bam. They lose.
Yeah, that rate of fire is something.
Yeah, you know, I mean, if we slow it down to real time, it's still terrifying.
Yeah.
It would also suck to be the spotters trying to give aiming information with that many ships firing at one ship.
Well, that's why they used to use, believe it or not, they would use dyes. You would have dyed shells.
Oh yeah, I know about that.
So as soon as it hits the water, there's a big plume in red. Oh, well, that's me. That's this ship.
Do you think they would fight the commanding officer about who gets to use what dye?
Oh, probably. You're like, I want to be hot pink. God damn it!
And you start getting ships.
We are the most French blue there is.
And you start getting ships that you get too many ships, so they have to, start using.
Yeah, and then you get into the. It's not magenta, it's fuchsia.
You're sitting there through the ranging scope with a color swatch, you know?
Yeah.
You're like, which is it?
You got like one of those Lowe's or Home Depot color selection things next to you.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, okay, what ship is that?
With a hint of apricot.
It's off-white.
It's chartreuse.
It's eggshell.
Our taupe shots are shooting too far.
Your naval entrance exam is testing your color blindness.
Yeah. manual.
And they've got Tex up there as the spotter, and he's just like, "How are we doing?" He's just like, "Eh."
Plus
I don't think
200.
they would put somebody colorblind to spot the color for shells.
No,
Well,
they wouldn't.
Yeah.
I would run the gun crew. I'm very good at procedural stuff. I'm actually quite good with steam
You
engines.
have like IRL visual calculus like 10.
Well, thank you, Goat. I appreciate that. But it's one of those things of like, yeah, I can. I hate to say this, when I used to compete with rifles, I almost never touched the dope on my scopes, and I almost never touched my sights once I'd zeroed them. The rest of it was just Kentucky windage, aka using the force. I'd just be like, up and to the right a bit. And people saw that as mad. They were like, you're using no math with that. And I'm like, yeah, but you can feel it. You can actually feel where you're shooting if you watch it long enough. And I kept saying that there is a certain amount of feeling that can be expressed and seen. And a lot of people in the BPL were like, this is fucking bullshit. So I was playing Kerbal Space Program, and I said, I'm going to play getting to all of these planets without using any math or measuring anything. I'm not going to measure delta V. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to feel it, like seat of the pants. It worked. It worked.
Somebody was very mad about that.
Yeah, Colberto said
that.
science is dead.
Well, I mean, you did send a triplane around the sun or something.
Yeah, I put a train on the moon. I managed to land on the sun. And again, no math, no calculations, just like, okay, this feels right. Turn left. And it was just infuriating. Like, why? And I'm like, autism.
What ranges were you pushing out to?
For rifle competition?
Yeah.
Okay, open sights, 600 to 800 yards. Optics, I've done a few mile shoots, but typically 15 to 1800 meters.
You were shooting 800 with irons.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That was, okay, we lived in Colorado at the time, so we had a lot of flat open nothing. And we used...
Flat in the air is very clear.
Oh God, it's so nice. It's actually beautiful. But yeah, open sights to 600 to 800 is quite common. But however, I'm gonna say this: I now wear glasses now, and then I didn't. So that was a once upon a time was nice. But yeah, I like all the Garen competitions are 600 meters.
Are corrected lenses in open irons not allowed?
Oh, they're allowed. It's just it makes it a pain in the ass.
Yeah, they'll throw your aim just a bit.
No, it's just a pain in the ass. I started getting headaches, and that always made me quite upset. So I used to do various competitions. I think the best competition, because I know there's 2-gun and 3-gun and all, but I think the coolest competition you can do is SASS, Single Action Shooting Society, where you have to do all the cowboy stuff, because one of the cool parts of it is dressing up, and you have to come up with a cowboy name. We are absolutely clobbering this Navy. I've just been giving very gentle driving directions.
Vacation. What was the name of that very old series with a cruise boat?
The Love Boat?
Let's see, maybe.
The Life Aquatic?
No.
No, he said
It's very
series.
old, like 70s.
Yeah, the Love Boat was in the 70s.
The Love Boat, yeah, there you go, the Love Boat.
Yeah. No, just been kind of casually floating up. But yeah, long-range shooting is not difficult. You just have to do it all the time.
That's actually not that old. 1998. It's old, but not 70s old. Okay.
Well, how far do you shoot with irons, Exemplus?
I haven't shot with irons in a very long time.
Well, what do you use for optics?
I have a 3x magnifier on a EOTech on my main rifle.
You would be very
What was
spoiled
the second series?
to come into my realm.
Oh no, the Love Boat is a 70s show.
I have no doubt.
I have a loopholed hammer.
What's a loophole hammer?
So, all
it's
right.
like one of the most expensive fucking optics you can buy.
You can't buy them anymore. They stopped making them. And if you have one that needs work and you tell Loophole, I have this optic that needs to work, they will take it and they will send you any optic you want. But no. Now
You're not getting it back.
That's the rumor. That's the rumor I heard. And I've heard that from a few guys. So I have to caveat that. I have to say that's the rumor I heard. But yeah, it's Loophole was trying to get and compete with Trijicon, who had the tactical scope market, and they went way too hard on it and made a beautiful scope. I mean, absolutely majestic. And the problem is it was obscenely expensive to manufacture. They didn't get the contracts, and so they were like, "All right, we're gonna stop making these." And so people like me bought it, and so I have it on my Galil.
We have 50.
Yeah, that's real nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, I've got the Unity flip to center set up, and it's just the bee's knees.
I have just piles of optics and everything else. Just in gunsmithing, you end up getting piles of stuff.
Well, yeah, I've got two moving totes full of just random accessories that I tried and didn't like, and now just store away.
Yeah, it's quite common because you
can't bring myself to sell any of the A2 stocks I have either.
I think we're attacking the Chinese.
Oh yeah, we are. And well, they were trying to naval invade us, but it turns out that their navy can't do that when it's on fire. So that kind of limits their strategic reach. Somewhat.
Yeah, we initiated a major offensive. That's what I'm. Yeah, see.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, the French army is going into southern China. Sorry, Xin. So here's my. They really don't have much of a navy.
We need to coal a bit.
Yeah, we do. We actually do need to. So let's move to Fort Bayard.
Fort Bayard, yes.
Like I said, I can do most of the French pronunciations,
Mm.
but I can't speak it really.
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
Because the problem with French as a language, its structure melts through my brain. It's like trying to squeeze Play-Doh.
It's not
What
even
if we put 50 vowels on one word and didn't pronounce any
The
of
vowels don't matter to me. It's the conjugation that kills me.
The conjugations, yeah, I think there's like 18 tenses or something. Let me check. Oh my God.
18 tenses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have 3.
Yeah,
There's a
French.
lot.
French
Well, there's
is
a lot.
difficult. It's
Oh, there's a lot of snaggles, yeah.
There's like 8 that I can remember.
Well,
I'm sure there are more like edge case ones.
The way you guys count is insane.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
What?
You know what I'm talking about.
For 2012 is a perfectly...
For 2012. For 2012 instead of what number?
92?
Yeah. We have a combined battle operation going. We have light cruisers and battleships. And by the way, Exempless, I used to shoot with a guy who would shoot to 1,000 yards with a 45-70. And here's the thing, 45-70 drops like an anvil. So yeah, it comes in at like 30 degrees like a fucking mortar. And he would sit there, he would pop the round off and then roll over and light a cigarette and take a drag, and then you'd hear the ping. I was like, what in the fuck?
It's like, you know, the archery that they used to do when it was very far away. They'll shoot upwards.
So basically, dude was firing a mortar.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take light cruisers, and we're going to have them go full balls
Yeah.
at
spot
the enemy.
for us.
Yeah, and then I'll bring the battleships up. So instead of
at it, it's
asses, that's essa.
Dasa, yeah.
All
Or
right.
dasas. Maybe the... I don't know
Dasa,
that word. So the... maybe the S at the end is something you say.
Aggressively HE. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Yeah, the idea of these
Probably
guys...
gonna get clapped.
I don't care, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in range, and I'm going to get them to actually engage with my dudes, because they're putting work in. I mean, they're actually hitting the lighter warships and beating the shit out of them. And then what we're going to do is, because they can't... Their rangefinders can't compute 30 knots. They're like, how many is this? That's too many. Now, what we're going to do...
Maybe the turrets, yeah.
Watch this.
The turrets come
Then we're going to
turn
break
fast.
hard right. Drifting. And then we're going to leave. So we know where their battleships are.
Yeah. It's good for identifying things.
All right, so now we're gonna bring the battleships up. So
It is a scout cruiser.
it did its job. I mean, barely took a hit, and is just now leaving. And
It's a
as
wide weasel.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's done its job, and it did its job really well. So, SAO?
Yeah, I mean, we flew that, as a stupid speed yacht, and then it's working again, Tex. I don't know what's happening.
Greg, go pour yourself a drink. You've earned it. In fact, everyone pour yourself a dram. I encourage it. It is a day of rest.
Oh, damn it.
I already had some hard cider today.
Oh,
I'm
what
all
kind?
out of alcoholic beverages.
Hard cider is my family's go-to table drink.
Hmm.
Most of the
What
time.
kind?
Well, okay. I mean, what?
Well, I mean, like, does it have a brand, or do you make it yourself? Or?
No. It's something to buy. I think it's Normand hard cider. Basically, here you've got the Normand and the Britain, Brittany hard ciders most of the time.
You never hear
can
of
get
France
the,
and hard
the
cider.
rosé ones. Hmm?
You never hear of France and hard cider. Typically, like, when it comes to France, obviously it's wine. But the second thing I hear is champagne. I generally don't hear about French cognac all that much here in the States. But people actually do mention French beer a bit.
Some of it is decent.
Yeah.
I've never heard the words French and beer strung together in the same sentence.
French
Exactly,
beer
we do
is
actually-
it's typically quite light.
Yeah, it is.
And it's very crisp. So they did the German.
Sounds great.
It's actually quite drinkable. Like, if you drink French beer, you'd go, "This is barbecue beer." You know what I mean? It's like
exactly that. Yeah, it's not pretentious like the main brands like 1664. It's not good. It's your everyday
it's barbecue
beer. For,
yeah, it's
exactly.
like, hey, I can drink 12 of these. I can drink
Yeah.
12 of these and eat barbecue. I won't be fucked up. I'll be a little drunk, but that's it.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's a wonderful way to put it.
Yeah.
You are turning these poor schmoes into Swiss cheese.
Well, they declared war on France, and Greg has helped me become the most bellicose admiral in history because I'm like, oh, look, enemy ships, dead. Like, I don't care what they have. I've been fairly ruthless in my application of tactics. But no, what was fun is you bring those light cruisers out, and you bait them into an engagement, then you have them just leave.
Yeah, because they're fast enough for that.
Yeah.
They're turbo fast.
And now while they're doing that, it's kind of like bullfighting, where you have your cape you're waving in front, and you have your blade behind it.
Yeah, so that makes me think a refinement on that concept would be torpedo baiting if you put the rudder, that very maneuverable rudder.
I see what you're saying.
And then you could, get in torpedo range and then do a hard turn.
My
As
good
soon as you see a
Christ.
torpedo in the water.
I mean, we're just beating the absolute piss out of these guys. I mean, each of these ships has about 900 dudes on it. That one has 1,200 dudes on it. And we're just sending them to the bottom. Their navy, or their their government has tried to surrender to us twice already.
No.
We've not made it to their territory yet.
Yeah, we're not even done refueling, to be honest.
This war ends when I say it. This war
By the
ends
way,
when
I
say it.
got an amazing email from an American military member who's deployed overseas, and he's probably going to be all blushing that I put this in a video. But he said, how do I get people to care about Battletech? I've made everyone in my chain of command watch Tex Talks Battletech. So I imagine this guy going, there's a mandatory briefing.
Dun, dun,
Brings out the TV cart.
dun, dun.
And I was just like, sir, like, you can love what you love, but please don't torture people.
We ought to do an RPG, a Battletech RPG, like you did for Traveler and Dark Heresy.
Well, if we were going to do a Battletech RPG, I like the idea of it. I just don't like...
You need a good system for
yeah,
it.
I
That's
don't
not
like...
the one, that's not the official.
I don't like their system. If I was going to have to do a system for that, I would probably say, okay, if we're doing the mech parts of it, we'll go to Megamech. And we'll play that out in Megamech. But if we're going to do the role-playing game parts of it, keep it simple.
Yeah.
Simple,
you
simple.
need a maybe truncatate GURPS.
I would say the gumshoe system, like Delta Green, whatever, just D100, very simple, percentage dice, you have this much in this, and
Yeah, that's fine.
instead of
There's
modifying...
actually,
well, go ahead.
There's actually a Cthulhu spin-off that takes place in the future. Not Cthulhu Tech, it's...
Cthulhu Tech is a mess. I'm just going to go ahead and
We're
say
talking
that.
about Eclipse Phase. It's not
I
quite-
dated a girl who was hugely into Cthulhu Tech, and
Oh,
always
no.
let me. All right. Of the Mr. Texas Wall of Shame, there are two names that are really bad. One was a girl who was into Cthulhu Tech, and she always talked about it, always had the books, and I said, "Okay, run it." Just run it. And she ran it and couldn't make it through a single session after talking about it for 2 years. And I was just like, this game is shit. And I said that, and she broke up with me.
them's divorce words.
Okay, that could have been a lot. Tex, trust me when I say that could have gone a lot worse. You could
I
have
know.
seen some weird shit.
I know.
I can fix her territory there.
I've had,
as
that is my sin. That is my sin. The second one that was bad was, I didn't see this till she was naked, but she had a Jade Falcon tattoo, and that wasn't going to work out.
Really?
No.
Well, no, I mean, I wouldn't have...
Bachal?
You can't be where Nikolai Malthus was already, right?
I just said this isn't going to work out.
oh no. I wouldn't have balked at that.
I was younger.
It's a private possession, Joe.
Look, I was younger. I was younger. That's all I can say. I was younger. By the way, I auto-resolved, and they sank one of our battleships.
How dare they?
Yeah, that's nonsense. I don't know. So I will never auto-resolve again. We're just going to go up, and we're just going to murder the shit out of them. The French army...
Gotta get revenge, yeah.
Yes. The French army is actually making headway into southern China, which is... Sorry, Xin. I think we should probably...
Yes.
I think we should probably take Taiwan, Magong, Formosa.
Oh, yeah. Do the Hong Kong thing, maybe, the lease and all.
Oh,
That's
they're
gonna be
going
fine.
to. They're going to.
Yeah, okay, so the long-term goal for our playthrough is to get an island off the coast of every major power.
That's horrible,
very
and
big
I agree.
flag in
No, I agree with you. It's one of those things. So let's take Formosa next, and then we'll just keep taking islands. And, I mean, so far their navy cannot stand to our navy, but losing that one battleship, just one, took our unrest to 38.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah, I
good.
took that personally.
I mean, it's the first time we lost a battleship.
Yeah, the first time, 1910. God, the English had actually lost battleships prior to this point with just maneuvers. Good Christ.
How bad are things when you lose ships, but you lose ships in maneuvers, and it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you have a global empire that's ridiculous. All right, so we have a big old fight here. Lots of torpedo boats. So now we can see if my claims about the secondaries are accurate. So here's my question, Mr. Greg.
Yes.
If you had to design a French naval uniform to be as glorious as possible, what would you suggest?
I don't think I do quite like the hat on the current one with the red bit on the top, the bashi as they call it. I do like it, but you would have all the golds and the blues and all of that good stuff. Maybe some good blood red crimsons in there as well.
Come on,
Greg,
French Navy.
Quick question here. What is it with France and red in the military uniform?
Looks good.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. If any excuse is looks good or feels good, that explains the French. Why do you have your balls hanging out of your shorts? Feels good? Oh, all right.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things. It's like it's the argument everybody wants to make about the French is like, well, they're sort of like, they're still the winningest nation in history when it comes to war and history, guys.
The thing that makes me laugh is I was reading years ago, and I remember telling you this, Greg. I was reading years ago where some French dudes weren't allowed to board a flight because their body odor was so strong.
I don't remember it, but that's fun.
Yeah, and your response to me was like fucking Parisians. That was it. That was like your instant like. Well, you didn't say that doesn't sound like us. You were like fucking Parisians.
I mean, have you been there? The city smells.
Why? But why though?
Well,
What's happening?
I mean, depends really. Are the garbage people on strike for about 6 months?
I remember when you were telling me about the French's concentrated effort to make sure that they took a shit on their government.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the Olympic. Okay, I can tell that story.
Please.
So prior to the Olympic Games, they made the bold claim that they were to be able to clean the Seine River that going through Paris. Problem is the Seine River has the Paris sewer overflow into it when there's a big rain. That's how
dear.
it was built. It's a historical monument. You can change it, right? So, and to prove that point, the Paris mayor, the president, and first minister were like, "Oh yeah, we're going to swim in the Seine, right?" Prior to the Olympic Games to prove it's safe. And so then, about an hour after that, people were already organizing to take a shit at the same time in the Seine, so that they would, spice up the presidential bath a little bit. They were calculating the river currents and also if you could do it.
Like we're doing the visual calculus. Where to shit in the river so that they have some.
Yeah. No, so that your dump would go to where the president was supposed to bath at the right time, judging by the dynamic flows of the rivers. It's like that force and weaponized autism at work there. Unfortunately, so it's been cancelled because of that. What the sports minister did it like on the slide without telling anybody prior.
Yeah.
And then they cancelled it. They cancelled the venue altogether, so the swimmers will go into another river that's cleaner because it doesn't.
Well, I remember when Brazil You can back me up on this. When Brazil was chosen for the Olympics, and the local police were like, "Please don't do that."
Yeah, well, not only was the Olympics, but 2 years before it was a World Cup.
Right, and they were just like, "Please don't do that." They just said, like,
there
"Please."
was a huge economic crisis going on around that
So-
time too.
It was bad. So I remember that in the middle of the Olympics, there was that body that washed up on Copacabana Beach.
Yeah.
And that was just like the local police were like, "Remember when I told you this would happen?"
Yeah.
The bigger thing wasn't even not only just the crime, but just the urban decay that came from just all these other programs running out of money and just the pure incompetence for the people setting it up. For example, one of the big indoor swimming pools just got an algae infestation, like ahead of the fucking a couple days ahead of the event because they just didn't fucking clean it right.
No, I remember
said,
you.
"Oh, well,
Chemistry isn't an exact science."
Oh my god! What? What?
Yeah. See, I mean, it's different flavors, but at the end of the day, we're in the same boat, right?
I think that we can all sit back and point at things that are stupid.
Indeed.
And that
So,
really
like-
brings us together.
Okay, so do you know about Tahiti? That paradise.
Oh,
in
you mean the place you nuked repeatedly for 50
this
years?
one, but-
Go ahead.
Yeah, it got better.
It got better.
I mean, the coral reef kind of recovered, but then
Kind of recovered. Yes, as everyone knows, seahorses weigh 40 pounds.
Don't mind the free ice fish, but no, the story I'm trying to tell here is that for the Olympic Games again, they were they're planning to organize some of the swimming competitions there.
Yeah.
Because it's the Paris Olympics, but Tahiti is about next door, right? About 8,000 miles away.
Why is
So,
it why is it, Greg, that France considers any place that speaks French France? Even if it's on the other side of the globe. You're like, "Oh, that's part of France. Algeria, part of France."
Can't have it. But I mean, what I'm trying to tell is that they actually, these very ecological Olympic Games, they actually ended up destroying about
the coral reef about 14 places. Do you know why?
Mm.
Most of them were for the camera pulls to film the thing, and then for the toilets for the judges, so that they can have nice, air-conditioned booths and toilets to judge the competition from.
What?
Yep, that's why they busted the coral reef.
See, when it
That's
comes
how you
down
do it.
when it comes down to describing the French are the
I think I
ultimate.
just did.
Well, yeah, that's up there. The other way of describing the French that I think is quite accurate is there was. All right, so every country has mutually assured destruction as a thesis. So
Okay, you're going there. Oh,
I'm just saying this sums up strategic thought defines a nation. And so you have a guy who speaks with de Gaulle, and when he speaks with de Gaulle, he says, every other country has a nuclear plan. We spoke with America, and America said, even though we've used nukes in a war, we're not intending to say that nuclear weapons are part of standard arsenals. We only intend to use them upon aggression with them. You asked the Soviet Union, they said they'd retaliate. We asked the British, they said they use it in defense of NATO or allies. And, France has never said a goddamn thing. What is France's nuclear plan? And de Gaulle lights a cigarette and goes, how many million men is Paris worth? And the guy goes, I don't know. And he goes, well, my military guys assure me it's like 500 million. And then goes back to eating. It's just like, holy shit, this guy just threatened to kill like 500 million people.
Well, isn't that how it's supposed to work?
I know, but you're not supposed to say it. It's gauche.
That's true.
But somehow he makes it look cool too.
Yeah.
It's like,
There's that de Gaulle picture of him lighting a cigarette and giving someone the side eye.
If I remember correctly, he just said that was the minimum.
Yeah. He doesn't care. Just one of those things of I'll kill all of you. I'd rather not.
I'll kill everyone in this continent before I let them.
Because it was forced to
Paris
frappe,
again.
and then it was forced de dissuasion.
No, I think my favorite quote from de Gaulle was that I think when dealing with the Americans, just after World War II, he said, "You just have to look them in the eye. They don't like it, but they'll get used to it."
Oof. Too accurate. Now I'm sad.
No, it's just
kind of guy that lights up a cigarette before he says something horrible all the time.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Listen,
No, he was
And
pretty
ashes in your
nice.
plate.
No, he was nice for a Frenchman. I'm saying from the Western eyes, Greg, it was horrifying.
Why?
Well, because when someone casually is like, I will dust half the world.
just to protect Paris.
That's realistic. I mean,
I know. But you don't find President Truman going like, I'll glass Eastern Europe. He doesn't say that.
no, because he doesn't have to. We live there.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
Germany's next door. Oh, no.
I was explaining to a friend of mine, because he was like, well, the French blah blah, you're doing that. I was like, no, you don't understand. I said, French's defense of Paris plan was quite literally nuke West Germany.
Well, of course.
It's real.
Every castle needs a moat. So yeah.
Every castle needs a moat?
Look. Okay, Germany is the designated nuclear whipping boy. That's just how the world works.
Well, look the range on the Pluton missile.
I know. I've looked at it, and I realized that, only France would delegate nuclear authority to, like, a corporal.
Oh, shit.
Fucking France walks in the room holding Germany at gunpoint, and it's like, I'll kill you all.
It
starting with
worked so
Germany.
far. What?
All right. So far, we have beat the shit out of the Chinese Navy, and we have Formosa.
Oh, very nice.
Very
I think
nice.
we're done here. We can accept the surrender.
Yeah. And so wait, you're saying? Well, I don't know. The guys are not. The French army is saying that from Fort Béra, they're going to actually make southern China our bitch. Shouldn't we take?
Wait until then.
Yeah, I think that we should have that at least. At least.
Well, even if we have to give it back, it's to make a point, you know.
Yeah, it's just to make a point, which is very Gallic of us, just to be like, well, you know,
we did it. You can have it back.
Yeah, we don't
but
care.
No, you know we can do it.
Yeah.
You sacked Alexandria just to make a point.
Yeah.
You lost your navy, but it made a point.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. It's you have to think like the French, where it's just like, why did you do this? Qu'est-ce que c'est? It was funny.
I think there was something I don't remember which one it was. Basically, there was a bunch of French troops that were besieged, right? I don't remember which war it was. Probably before World War One, and the enemy, I think the Germans or something, were or Prussians rather, were giving the town the cannons, right, at all hours of the night, and he got fed up with that, and so they went in, disabled all the cannons, and went back to sleep. Something like that.
The thing that terrifies
I think they left
me.
a note. I think they left a note.
The thing that terrifies me is that the French created the French Foreign Legion just to empty prisons. You guys created one of the most monstrous special operations units in the world just to empty your prisons.
Well, they were getting pretty full.
Well,
as you do.
Well, as a counterpoint to that, it is in the very least, more humane than the American system.
I mean, there's actually power in second chances. Some people you need to break, but some are, there's a way to redeem themselves. They'll take it.
All right, this is going to be the last battle that ends this Let's Play. I'm going to have another drink. Here we go. Here we go. All right, you know how you know you're old?
My favorite.
I'm going to say this. Let me interrupt this. Do you know how you know you're old? You tell people you're getting up to get a drink, like of whiskey, and everyone's like, yeah, man, fucking Sunday, we'll have a good time. In reality, I'm just changing my laundry over. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting up to get another. Actually, I'm just making sure my pants are good.
You can drink something out of pants. It's just really hard to do.
I wouldn't do that. I don't think pants are an appropriate drinking vessel. I was once in the Nordic countries, and a guy offered me like mead in a horn, to like drink the mead out of the horn, and I tried it, and I was like, this is awful.
Yeah, it's not very good.
Have you heard of cups? Like,
yeah, you can't put it down. You gotta fucking drain it.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Like, I get that. It's like, yeah, they have a drinking culture that must have a liver the size of a U-boat. But oh no.
I mean, up there in the north, when it's winter, you don't have a lot to do but drink.
That explains the Finns, don't it?
Yeah, it does. All Finns, when we asked them, basically said that.
Yeah, they just sit there in their nation that is a desolate, that the northern part is a desolate wasteland and hellhole that nobody wants to live in, and they stare at the Russians.
Well, here's the thing: is that like Teletanker in the BPL is like the nicest Finn I've ever met.
I'll agree with that.
And he's open and very friendly and whatever, and just sends like gifts and kindness, and he sent us coffee and thanks and nice messages. And I'm like, how? Like, I thought Finland was one of those places where if you open your mouth to someone else at a grocery store, people think you're insane and they'll call the police.
I mean, it is, but you find unicorns everywhere.
Outliers.
Yeah, outliers.
My dad used to race with a fellow from Finland. I call him my Uncle Toivo, and Uncle Toivo used to say, "Before you can be first, you must be Finnish."
They're not wrong. That's not entirely wrong.
Is that really racist? They're pretty good at that.
No, they're fan. I don't know what it is, but like every Finn I've met is a phenomenal spatial knowledge guy when it comes down to like.
Well, you know what?
Dad and Uncle Toivo used to ice race on a frozen lake.
Good God. Okay, hold on. We're meeting them in this piss off, horrible weather. Here we go. Holy shit, the turret flew off that battleship and it's sinking.
Boy, I hope that shows up later.
It's gone. It died. Their battleship is dead. We killed 1,200 men in like 4 minutes.
Rip. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Monster kill.
Na 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 na.
Well, the reason for the Finn driving thing is because once Finnish starts, they say if you to learn to drive, you can start driving at like 14.
Yeah, the Finnish driver's license is one of the hardest ones to get.
And to help with that, they've encouraged people to go fucking to go out and learn
Well, they
to.
have those very low end rallies, you know.
Oh yeah, where
Like
the
you-
car can only cost so much money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Lemon rallies.
Yeah.
No,
Tom does
no,
this,
no.
doesn't he?
Tom does that. Tom does lemons. You know, the 24 hours of lemons. What I think would be really neat is I've talked about this off and on for years, but what if the BPL sponsored one of these lemons rallies? Like, because I understand, because it's only a few $1,000s maximum, right? Because most of it is just their own labor, their own time, and that you don't pay for.
Yeah.
But if I went to the BPL on the aux and I said, hey, $50 buys you a portion of buying into this rally, and then we put up a lemons car, you know, we get a theme or whatever going. We have some artists say like, hey, here's what we're going for. I think that would be really nice. I mean,
So, you know, how much of the budget's going to be set aside for bribes?
the question is what kind of car to get.
Gremlin.
Well, it has to be under
can't find a
1,500
gremlin
fucking bucks.
Yeah, you
Honda
can find
Civic.
You can find a Gremlin for under
No,
1,500.
an old Toyota Celica.
a Celica.
Honda Civic.
Did you say
Geo
Celica?
Metro.
Celica.
A Geo Metro.
Geo Tracker.
Oh, Geo Tracker. Those are Toyotas, aren't they?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Those would be fine.
they're
Like,
reliant
look,
on
the strongest opinion here I trust is Retro's, because Retro has done the hillbilly holler car stuff. So Retro, how cheap? I know that Crown Vics, since they stopped making them in the U.S.,
Yeah.
are not anywhere as cheap as they used to be. Because you and I both remember the era when they were $500.
Oh god, yes.
Yeah, you did own one at some point.
I did.
I own one now. If I would have to sit there and say it, it would be a matter of finding something that would be like mid '90s Japanese off of fucking Facebook Marketplace. So you're looking at like $12 to $1,500. Like it runs mostly, you know.
Here's what I'm.
If you get it, you're just gonna want to.
Here's my impulse. I like your logic. I think your logic is fine. But in my gut, I say we need to go to Texas or Arizona, and we need to go to a pick-apart.
Oh god, yes.
And we need to find a frame we can restore. Because if you went out there with like a 72 Cutlass, right? Because they had those.
If you did that, people would be scared to get on in the fucking track with you because they know you're gonna just drive through them if they don't give away.
That is the point. The point is to drive up someone's whole ass with a battle cruiser. You want to be that person who is like, oh my god, he's rolling up. I can hear him. You want to be the Sebulba of pod racers.
He looks. Yeah, you want the person to look up into their tiny rearview mirror and just see all the dust and smoke, and they're like, "Oh god."
No, they need to see a wall. They need to see a wall of oil smoke behind them, right? And they're like, "Oh no!" And you're like, "Oh yeah!" As you just drive up on them.
But, like,
Notice me.
What was the point?
Witness me, rather.
Back when fucking TNN was actually a halfway decent channel, not Spike. They used to do fucking. I don't know how they did it, but they had demolition derbies on Friday nights. And it was a time that we found out that I forget what it was. It was one of the big Chevy station wagons from like the early 70s were banned in like organized demolition derbies just because the damn things you could not stop them. They were just like
the one that I went to a demo derby in Katy, Texas. No, it was Houston, Texas. And they had, I shit you not, Like the ultimate bonkers, and I do mean, oh my god, we're at war with Germany somehow?
Are we?
Yeah,
Let's stop that
apparently.
war with China for a
It
bit.
did say a little while back that they were slowly mobilizing their forces against you.
Look, we're France. This is normal. So,
Germany's mobilizing their forces.
We need to send a few of these cruisers. I mean, that's a good point to stop, I think.
No, that's fine. It's like a cliffhanger. Dun dun dun.